Welcome to the Guild of Calamitous Intent. Uh, Melon went stupid for a little bit there. How much time before you can cuss? uh,
You can do it right now if you feel like.
no.
It's
Let's
not
not catch.
showing live on YouTube. Okay, it just now went
Yeah,
live
yeah.
on YouTube.
Let's wait till we catch the algorithm for sure and make just to make sure that we are past that point before I start saying what I want to say.
Just start going into some crazy stuff.
Oh man, I got some conspiracy theories I might go into.
Oh, all right, let's do it.
Yeah. Some that I've been thinking about for a while, and I've never
Oh.
seen anybody say it at all
Nice.
about COVID. I've never seen anybody else say it. So I'm going to talk about that, but I'm gonna wait just a minute, just a minute. Okay, we're at the minute mark. All right. So yeah, we don't have anybody watching yet, so I'll hold off on that just a second. I'll hold off on my theories and Andrew Tate bullshit and
Oh no.
oh yes, I'm
Oh,
going
God.
down there. But I do want to say this: if you've never played Fear and Hunger, don't play it.
That game, dude, you were streaming that shit last night in Discord. I wanted to like rip my eyeballs out.
I've heard that the second one doesn't have all the gratuitous shit to it, so
Why they even thought that shit was a good idea in the first place is beyond me.
it's like a fucking shock, is what it is. You know, it's like they're using it as a fear tactic. You know,
The LARP. I'm not gonna say it yet.
to make you unsettled is what it was.
They did a piss poor job. I'll give them that.
Yeah. That's just like I'm sitting here playing this fucking game, and I'm like, that's a dick. Boomerang was watching it. He's like,
dude, that was just
like,
this massive schlong hanging off the creature. It's like, what is happening here? Did I walk into a hentai or something?
Like, I was doing a blind play of this game because somebody had told me about it, and I'm like, okay, you know, it's a survival horror. Like, it looks like it would be a roguelike game, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, you know, it's a dungeon delver. It's a horror survival horror dungeon delver where you have to eat and like keep your sanity and shit. I am 100% for that. And then the first enemy you fight, or well, the second technically, first enemy I survived against, we should say.
Yeah, you lost your fucking arm.
Yeah.
Your character's walking around with your missing arm, blood's dripping out of it and shit.
But the one of the first enemies you run into just has a fucking dick the size of its fucking leg, and it's a fucking ogre. And I'm like, I'm looking at it because the pixels look weird, right? They have this weird look to it because it's pixels, and you're like, dude, that's a dick. Like, that's a fucking massive ass dick.
That shit was so stupid. Oh my god.
So
and then Atcher decided to play his song on top of all that. I'm like, bro, what is this?
No. He can. We played some more Yu-Gi-Oh after the fact, right? After I finally turned that game off.
Oh god.
Which I'm gonna go back and play the sequel because, like I said, the sequel supposedly doesn't have the gratuitous shit to it, and I'm gonna see if there's any mods to take that away so that I can, because it seems like it could be a fun game. It's just like that just catches you off guard, right? Like, if you don't,
well,
and I can't
Shock
stream that on
Factor. They
YouTube.
definitely went for and succeeded. So
yes,
just not in the way they intended.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like, I've seen Spartacus. I've seen, you know, like, it's just like, what the fuck am I
I've seen
looking
all
at?
the dicks. It's like, what?
You know, I'm like, what the fuck am I? What? That's a fucking dick. That's not a leg. That's a fucking dick. And then Boorad posted the hentai.
Yep. We gotta make sure we get some hentai in there.
Yep. I was proud of him. And
at least someone's proud of me.
I was proud of you, Boorad, for posting the hentai twice.
Twice, yep. It called for it.
Yeah. And then like, I could see where the game could be fun, but I'm not can't stream it, so it's not worth much to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like,
And
fuck
then
that.
if you do like I did, you just click through the fucking shit. You don't see the fucking warning at the beginning. You're trying to rush through the
Oh.
fucking opening. You don't see the warning, and then it warns you. The game fucking warns you before
Yes,
you
it
get
does.
into it.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, there's a lot more in this game than than you expected. Yeah, you
Fucking
just
third penis legs and shit.
so
It's like,
fucking
what the fuck?
tripod ogre, man. It's like,
It reminds me of Austin Powers Gold member when Mini Me's, showing off his shit to Foxy.
yeah, he just leans
Wah!
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, you just wasn't expecting it. It didn't happen, and then I'm like, dude, that's a dick. Like that, like Boomerang can tell you, that was my exact reaction. To
Yes,
it.
it was.
I'm like, okay. So here's an ogre. Let's try to fight the ogre. I'm a barbarian. Let's try to fight this ogre. Dude, that's a dick. And then the motherfucker cut my arm off,
Yeah.
and I was walking around without an arm until I died. Like,
If they were going for realism factor, they did a good job with that.
and then you just sit there just dropping blood on the floor, like it ain't shit, just dripping blood. Like, okay, all right,
God damn it.
that's a thing. Like, I wasn't expecting it. It surprised me. But no, so we went back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh after that, and
okay.
I built a toon deck.
Oh, did you really?
I
You
built my
finally built
toon
one, huh?
deck, but I
Okay.
didn't realize that you need some buffer cards in there between your toons and your regular cards.
Okay.
You need a buffer regular cards there before you can get your toon stuff out. And I lost 4 matches in a row.
Yeah,
Until
so
you
much for
figured
your
that out?
OP toon deck.
It took you that long to figure out that you needed buffers?
Yes. Well, no, I didn't have anything to build with the buffers yet. So I'm kind of like, okay, I'm gonna play this and see if I can get. And I got Toon World the first match of it, and then no other game after that. I have 9 ways to get a Toon World in my hand in a 30 card deck, and I could not pull a Toon World or 40 card
Wow.
deck. I have 9 ways. That's 25% of my deck is dedicated to getting this card out.
What the? What
And
is
I
the
could
point?
not- What's the point?
Yeah.
So when a Toon card is just the same as any other card when you're playing it,
Mhm.
unless Toon World is on there. If Toon World is on there, then it makes that card unblockable.
Oh.
So it direct damages your opponent. And then all my traps and stuff require Toon World to be on the field to use them.
You better hope you get that turn 1 then.
Yeah.
I could not play. I could not play a game where all my hopes and prayers, where all my chance of winning depends on getting a certain card at a certain turn. That shit would drive me insane.
Well, then I have I've got my Dark Lord deck, which wins if I get it off early enough. It doesn't have to be turn 1. But people quit when I do it turn 1.
And they're like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yep. But yeah. So yeah. What do you guys been up to? Got to talk about.
I nuked my Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm fucking done with Twitter. I can't do it.
Why did you nuke your Twitter?
Just too much black pill shit in there. Way too much black pill shit. And I'm getting tired of having to sit there and scroll all the time. It's getting addictive, and it's something I don't want to be fucking addicted to.
See, that's
So-
why I only use it for like memes. I'll drop a meme. Yeah, y'all know me. I'll drop a meme in a heartbeat.
Right.
Or I'll do like my promotions, which I didn't even do for the night. Can one of y'all share? Well, you can't now.
I can't.
Somebody
Eric, you're our
share
only
this
hope.
shit. My phone is dead.
Eric is our only hope.
My phone is dead. I haven't had a chance to charge it yet, so like nobody knows we're live yet. Hell doesn't even know we're live yet.
I know, right?
Because he's waiting on like 8:15 when it showed.
Yeah. 9:05 p.m.
Yeah.
So yeah,
did you post anything at all or no?
I have not posted anything. No, I literally came in here, set this up, and then I'm like, okay, well let's get going. This is the boomer fucking stream right here.
Yes.
We just need voice here, and we'll have it.
All the boomers will be in here.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't want nothing to do with Twitter anymore. I'm fucking done.
I can't say I blame you. Look, when I did it with the Darkest Timeline, I was literally just posting to do shit, right? And I would post some of my cosplays and stuff like that, and then I'm like, wait, I'm winning a lot of competitions with this costume. Like, fuck. Okay. I deleted all my costume pictures. I'm like, no, I'm not getting doxxed because of my fucking
costume. Shit, yeah.
You know, because I have a unique costume. Like, one of them is 100% unique to me. And I wasn't showing my face then on that channel. I wasn't showing my face yet.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't comfortable with it. But now I don't give a fuck.
Clearly.
Like, I just put out a tweet.
Okay. Yeah, you let them know I boomered it?
No, I didn't let them know you boomered it.
Okay.
I just said GOCI tonight, led by you, and then with myself, Boo Rad, and Ronan the Crusader.
Okay.
Live now on YouTube.
Tag a drink with Crazy One in that too.
Okay, working on that.
Anyway, in case Royce wants to get in, he can. He knows that he's got a permanent invite the same as you guys do. And then he may be busy. I just dropped the last thing I did before my phone died was drop like an inspiration bomb on his timeline. On his little thing there.
Inspiration bomb?
Yeah. Inspiration bomb. Bunch of memes, a bunch of inspirational memes.
Oh, okay.
But I hit like 4 of them in a row. Like, bam, 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 bam.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Pretty much, yeah. We gotta do the same for you.
Once in a while.
Yeah. I just gotta see it, man. That's all. Like, I gotta fucking see the fucking shit.
See, I figured it was some of the actual fandom guys who've been jumping into your live streams were messing with you really hard, Boo Red.
What reason why I nuked my Twitter?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, those guys are fuck those.
They've been jumping into your Twitter?
No. He thought that was the case, and it's like all I gotta do is just go away, just shoot. You know that Chris Tucker meme? Shoot.
I mean,
well,
that's actually another reason why I nuked my Twitter, is I can't stand stupidity anymore. I can't do it. I straight up just, if I see something stupid, I flip my shit now.
See, and that's where when you get older, you just stop caring.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. You laugh at it. You find it just fucking hilarious when they do stupid shit. Like there is not a person. Did I hear the damn little voice? Nope, I didn't hear the little voice telling me somebody was here.
He's hearing voices.
No. Melon tells you when somebody joins your stream.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't like air it live, like Streamlabs would. But yeah. So yeah, this is a fucking dead guild, man. It's like, what the fuck?
You wanted to go into Andrew Tate shit. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's liven it up in here.
Look, I'll say this, because I did not know who Andrew Tate was until about 2 weeks before he got arrested. Okay. So I am not an Andrew Tate fanboy. I don't give a fuck about him.
Right.
I think he's one of the biggest pieces of shit to ever exist. You know, if he's guilty or not, I can't say. You know, but if he's not guilty of something, I'll be surprised. And put it like that. Like I don't see the appeal to worshiping him, but then again, I realize I'm not an incel and I'm not a red pill guy. Right. Like I sympathize with some of their talking points.
Right.
But I am not a red pill guy at all. Like that is not my like I judge them hard sometimes. I do.
Yeah, the red pill guys are I sometimes watch a little bit of their stuff. Especially a guy from a channel called Tribe of Men. He's kind of in that sphere too.
Yeah.
But the worshiping of Andrew Tate is very strange because he preaches such basic shit. Go work out. Save money.
No. See, it's not what he preaches that where I'm calling him a piece of shit for. All right, so I got a bunch of subs. Like I sub to a bunch of shit. You know this already.
Yes.
Like so my YouTube is retarded because of it. Like random shit pops up and it'll throw me down a weird rabbit hole that
yes.
I have no clue where I'm going with it. And it's one of the most awesome things ever, believe it or not. Because you find some shit that way that you just don't expect to run into. Right. A lot of times it'll throw me in a loop for a long time. It'll just play videos that I've watched over and over and over, like music and stuff. It'll play that a long time. But if it ever gets off of, that's why I was like, okay, hell, if it gets off this playlist, let me know.
It's gonna go into some crazy shit.
It could go anywhere if it gets off of that. And it was supposed to be on repeat, like just repeating that same thing because it wasn't supposed to go the entire. It was supposed to be like a 2.5 hour playlist for just Castlevania for like remix Castlevania music. But somehow it got onto something else. Luckily, it was still music.
Oh, okay.
So luckily it was still music, but it could have gotten onto any fucking thing on YouTube. And
got it into YouTube Kids.
But with the random algorithm that I've got, it could have thrown me into white pill, black pill, red pill, blue pill. It could have thrown me anywhere. Bread tube, it could have thrown me anywhere. And it's like, okay, well, I happened to end up on some red pill shit for like a week, and it just kept me there for some reason. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna force this thing to change because it's getting on my fucking nerves. Right. So that's where I discovered who Andrew Tate even was, and it was on this Just Pearly Things, whatever that was.
Yeah.
All right. He was on an episode of that. He was on an episode of that.
Right.
I don't like her either. It's a bunch of repeating bullshit that she does, and it's all just like dabble in these hoes.
A lot of them are like that. Almost all of them are, to be fair.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. And I'm like, guys, I have some sympathy for you. Girls, you're kind of playing the. I know the game you're playing, and that's the look at me, I'm different game. The girls who
as they all wear the same matching outfits and
yes. But so that's where I discovered who he was, and then after he was arrested, I looked into it a little more, and I started watching some of his video. What's up, Quirky? Why are you giving an angry face?
Tell her to get her ass in here.
She can hear you.
You take offense to what? Hey. You beat hell in here.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It's hell
very
alive.
Impressive.
I never said that one time. Nobody said that.
All girls are the same. I did not say that.
Nobody said that.
They dress the same.
No, the red pill girls are pretty much the same.
Yeah, the red pill girls are the same.
Yes.
Like the H. Pearly Davises. But I will say this: like Sydney Watson is a little different.
Yeah, she's intelligent.
Sydney
though.
Watson's
That's
cool. I
different.
don't mind Sydney.
But like Roma Army and Pearl, they are almost the same.
Dude,
They're,
Roma
yeah.
Army is I don't know if you've seen him. Have you heard of the YouTuber Think Before You Sleep?
No.
No.
He's kind of like all over. He covers political issues, including his bigger stuff, which is the more red pill stuff. He
Mhm.
actually did a deep dive into Roma Army, and it actually turns out that I think she's kind of pulling an Eliza Blue in that instance. She said, especially the tattoo thing. We all know about the tattoos. They, they're all over the place. They're kind of like fucked up in the head. That's kind of like what his deduction of Roma Army is. So it's a kind of pretty interesting video. I'd implore you to watch that one if you want to learn more about Roma Army.
Yeah, I don't care enough to learn anything about him. It's just like Andrew Tate situation. I was debating on doing a video on it or not.
Oh,
And
okay.
the thing is, the dude basically in his fucking training videos, like where he's doing his, hey, there he fucking is.
Oh, there's Laura.
There he fucking is. What's up, hell? So I mean, like, so with the Andrew Tate stuff, I mean, he when I watched the Just Pro things with him on it, he seemed like a piece of shit. And then after I watched a couple of his like you know how people teach you how to be like a YouTuber and shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, he did one of those types of things.
Oh.
Yeah. So he did one of those, and he basically fucking admits to the sex trafficking in it.
I mean, he's got a cam girl website. There's just no.
That's where they're getting him on the sex trafficking thing, right?
Yeah, that's
so. Yeah. It's literally like that right there. He admits to doing it. The Loverboy method. You ever heard of it?
No. Enlighten me.
Okay. So the Loverboy method is basically you manipulate a girl who say has daddy issues, right?
Okay.
But you manipulate her in such a way that it's you coerce her into doing sex work for you after the fact. But you pretend to be like loving, caring, blah blah blah.
Oh, I see. Like
because the girl really can't tell, really doesn't tell the difference between it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get this girl to fall in love with you, and then you do it, right?
Oh, I see. Oh,
you pimp her out.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So it's
there's
that
Ronan.
type of thing. But yeah, he basically admits to it in that fucking video.
Oh, okay.
Right, in his fucking training videos. And then, tax evasion, I don't give a shit about. I don't flying fuck about tax evasion.
Right.
I do give, like, where it bothers me is he's not just tax evading, he's stealing from those girls, too.
Yes.
Like, half of their money, he's just stealing it. And he admits to it. Nobody had to tell on Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate told on himself.
Yeah.
Okay. He told on himself in his own fucking videos. He admits to it. That is
he's a huge airhead, man. He's got a huge ego is the problem. He's like he physicality, he's top notch. He's got all the money in the world. He can have anything he fucking wants. And this is kind of how he shows that. I mean,
now he's getting turned over in a Romanian prison. So because he escaped from the he escaped from the US because they were closing in on finding him doing it. And then like him saying, the Matrix sent their agents after me, right? Like, all right, if you were dumb enough to believe that this motherfucker is Neo from the Matrix, okay, if you were that dumb, like, unsubscribe from me now. Like,
all right.
I'm fucking serious. Like, if you subscribe to me, unsubscribe to me.
All right, I got you.
See, I followed the opinion with Andrew Tate and a lot of these others that like him, that you take the messages that you need to take from them and you use them and put them in your life, like the save your money workout, stuff like that. But everything else, like when it comes to anything that they've done, I just wait and see what the Romanian officials find. Well,
I mean,
other than that, I don't really have a care about him.
Like, I'm not on the 100% condemn him for everything.
Right. Same here.
But like, dude admitted it. Dude admitted to at least.
My whole problem with it is there are such better role models for young men to look up to.
There's a lot.
There's so many better role. Why Andrew Tate, a fucking basically millionaire playboy?
Here's one. That's it right there. He's a millionaire playboy, and he's like, I can teach you the ways to manipulate girls. This is how you do it. All you got to do is do exactly what I do. Right? He talks fast. Seems like he could be cool, and these incel guys eat it up. Right? That's what it is.
Okay. I mean, like, shit, look up the fucking Eric July or Zuby or Maj Toure, like such better men who've actually went on to build something using just sheer hard work. With Tate, okay, you have to become a 3-time kickboxing champion. And then you'll get millions of dollars. Then you can go off and do your thing. He doesn't mention that part, of course.
Look, I know plenty of kickboxing champions that would beat the brakes off of him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I know a 70-year-old man that will beat Andrew Tate to death in a fight.
Damn.
I'm not even kidding. Like, I fought for a few years. All right. The guy who trained me was trained by him. Okay. This old man, I mean, he's probably 80, closer to 80 now, but he was 70 then. I wouldn't put my hands on him. I would not fight this dude. As young as I am, healthy as I am, I would not fight him.
Right.
That would get your ass beat.
And Laura, I don't think Zuby and Andrew Tate are friends. Zuby has expressed concerns over Andrew Tate in the past. Specifically, there was a Zuby. He was actually on Zuby's podcast, and on Twitter, there was when the whole arrest thing went down. Zuby put up a clip of Andrew Tate explicitly stating that they might be coming for him, and he's kind of weirded out by it. So I don't know if I would necessarily call them friends, but he has had him on his podcast before. So I don't think they explicitly hang out in the same exact circles or anything. But and yes, I agree with Eric. Zuby is still a better man than Tate. Yes, I will follow Zuby over Tate any day of the week. So. But yeah, in the end, I don't look up to that guy. I'm not an incel, and I'm not a red pill person. So they can have that shit if they want. But you know what's really funny, aside from this whole thing, is the public education system are having a hell right now with boys, especially in the UK, because they're trying to the public education is trying to browbeat that shit out of them. And the guys who listen to Tate are fighting back against the public education system, which is fucking awesome. That's the kind of shit I want to see. If Tate's good for one fucking thing, bucking the system in that regard is worth it. That is the coolest fucking part.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yes, I absolutely love it. The public indoctrination camps are trying to browbeat these young men into effectively submitting to them, and the guys are just like, no, go fuck yourself. No thanks. They have been in many video interviews and have hung out multiple times. I've only seen the one interview. I would love to see. All these many times that Andrew Tate and Zuby have hung out.
You're okay, Quirky. I'm also really mad that Logan Paul is a wrestler. Oh, here we go, Ronan.
Paul.
Here's Ronan.
Ronan.
Sorry,
what up?
a while. I was explained to Burat I was doing this whole Bible session thing. That's it basically.
Oh, you're good. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna be right back because I don't like my symbol sitting over Ronan.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
No, it needs to be sitting over me.
So what did I miss? What have we been talking about?
Oh, we're talking about Andrew Tate being arrested and shit.
Oh, that whole situation?
Yeah, and I guess didn't he just lose his appeal? Now he has to sit in jail for another 30 days or something like that shit.
Oh, he did he?
I think so, yeah.
Well, based off of all the information I heard is Romanian court's kind of a shit show, unfortunately. So they could find any reason to just keep him locked up, if anything. If the reason that he did get another 30 days was because he lost the appeal, oh man, maybe the justice system is doing something. Maybe he might have been doing something. Who knows? I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Like Darkish and I kind of agree here. I really don't give a fuck about the guy.
Well,
like I was explaining to him, there's far better role models to look up to than him.
That's exactly what I was saying. See, this is the funny thing. Was the fact that a lot of people say during the time that Jordan Peterson was in his coma because he was going through his addictions and everything. That was when Andrew Tate was coming up and was developing his own, shall we say, empire of sorts, right? And you see a bunch of young boys looking up to Andrew Tate and being, emulating him and copying him and everything, which, if you ask me, they ought not to be. Not just that, but like they should be avoiding that dude like the plague, considering the fact that he got up there in the first place by making the whole cam girl business thing, which, it's hypocritical that he did that and then also likes to talk about how you should be a man.
Mm-hmm.
We had Jordan Peterson before. People mocked him, ridiculed him. And while he was in the coma, we ended up getting Andrew Tate instead. So it's kind of like it's like a you get what you deserve kind of thing. If we just reject the the innocuous dude who's just basically telling you clean your room, bucko. If we just throw that dude aside, then
he's Red Skull.
We just get the other dude who's basically saying we should radicalize all of the West into Islam. And it's like, I'm sorry, no, I'm not going to do that. Jesus Christ, man.
Funny, I haven't seen any solid actual evidence against the guy. If you're
no,
we're not saying he did it.
No,
we're not saying that at all.
No,
I'm just saying there's just way better role models to look up to than Andrew Tate. That's my position.
Whether there is evidence or not, Lore, it doesn't kind of erase the fact that outside of what he's being accused of, like, he doesn't seem like the best kind of role model, at least in my opinion. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, no, like I said, we don't care if he's guilty or innocent. Not, right. I just said I will be surprised if he's not found guilty on something, because other than the tax evasion, he's admitted. I mean, he has admitted to, one, stealing money from the girls. Two, he has admitted to doing the lover boy method.
Yep.
He convinces these girls to fall in love with him. They move in. He gets another one of his girls to talk to them while they're to convince them, basically. Right. So polyamory, whatever they try to condense it to, and then he gets them to do the fucking cams. So he's admitted to sex trafficking. In his videos, in his training videos, he has admitted to it. So there is some evidence of it. It's just not the sex trafficking that people think of when they think sex trafficking.
It's all voluntary. They've all agreed to kind of just.
Okay. So, is it voluntary if you're manipulated?
That is the question.
Okay.
I would say if it's under deception, no, because you're promised one thing, but you're here doing another.
Yeah. So he convinces these girls to fall in love with him. That is the thing. These girls are head over heels in love with him. He convinces them to come to him in Romania. He doesn't let them leave the house. He said this. He does not let them leave, but without him or somebody, he does not let them leave the house. Right. So he may not be pimping them out to other men, but he is in essentially with the chem business. Right. He's convincing them to do sex work.
Quirky, teach me how to be alpha male, please. Well, first, Quirky, you got to become a male.
Yes.
Then we'll talk.
Also,
however, you probably shouldn't listen to me. I'm probably the least.
Follow somebody like Darkish or Ronan the Crusader. Give them $50 for their book, for their grift, on how to be an alpha male. And they'll send it to you eventually. And then you have the whole way.
I have a new book coming out. I call it the Chad.
Testosterone. I'm sorry. We've already said dicks enough in this chat before y'all got here.
I have a new book for my grift coming out. I call it the Chad Bible. All you got to do is open it up, and it'll teach you how to be a true alpha male.
Y'all have made me turn to drinking. I just want y'all to know.
Quirky,
I got mine.
Quirky, you don't have to be a male in order to get into the darkish grift or the Ronin grift. You just have to give them $50.
Yes,
That's it.
I follow no one. I learned that at a young age. Oh, really? No one, Lord?
No one, hell? Really?
Not
No
even
one?
Jesus? You won't even follow Jesus, you heretic?
Oh,
But am for oh,
We got Boo Rat.
what about me? What?
You about fell over. I mean,
All I have to
we
say
got
is
you.
that's dick. That's a fucking dick.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Quirky,
that's
if you're
bad luck.
poor, you cannot be an alpha male. That's
No.
just how it works. You
Yes,
have to-
you have to have a minimum of 3 Lamborghinis in your garage. Then you'll be considered alpha male,
or at least one kickboxing
Pussy car.
championship.
or at least 1 kickboxing championship.
Well,
Yes.
well, hold on. Maybe she might be going for the Sigma male grind set. You never know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's where you just live out of your car, just wear shit clothes, but just act cool.
Eat raw meat and turn into a caveman.
That's the Sigma
like,
mind.
even better than the Liver King lifestyle. Like you just go
Oh.
straight out into the forest, find yourself a nice deer, and just chew his throat out.
You tackle the deer, you put the deer in a headlock, strangle it to death, and then you just bite right into it.
Oh man.
But no,
Yeah,
so
sorry, Quirky.
Ronan is in on an inside joke now because he sits there and watch me stream this fucking game.
Oh God, I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
sorry, Ronan.
Yeah.
Ronan, you missed it, man. And I'll go on and re-explain it because you weren't here when I was talking about it earlier.
Oh, okay.
I started playing Fear and Hunger last night.
Right.
I did not know what was in this game. I was doing a blind playthrough, and I'm glad I didn't stream it. Because one of the first enemies you fight is an ogre,
Oh, okay.
and it's a tripod. Let's just say that.
Oh god.
Okay. And then my reaction to it, because Boomerang was sitting right there with me, was that's a fucking dick.
Oh, he said, I swear to God.
Oh.
And then Boomerang looks, he's like, "What?" I'm like, "That's a fucking dick right there on my screen. That's a fucking dick."
Oh god.
Oh,
Yeah, because you weren't really streaming it in Discord. You were like doing a video or something, so it was really choppy on my end and really delayed.
yeah.
I all I hear is, well, that's a dick.
You can't
What are you
stream it through
talking
Streamlabs,
about?
and you can't stream it through Discord. You have to literally like screen cap it in Streamlabs, which is the slower way to do it.
Yes.
Right. So I was using Streamlabs to fucking capture it, but there was like a 30-second delay. So
Yeah.
I'm seeing this shit like 30 seconds before everybody else. And I'm like, that's a fucking dick.
Yeah, that's all I hear from is that's a dick. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And next thing you know, like 30 seconds later, oh
That's
shit.
that's a fucking dick.
That's like, dude, it was bigger than his legs.
Oh,
It was fucking
God.
bigger than his legs. God damn.
And then
That
I'm
shit
like,
was ridiculous.
all right, I won that fight, and then I'm missing an arm. And then I'm like,
man.
I walk around, and they're like, there's another one. I'm like, nope, not fighting you right now. Going around. It was like
Fucking walking around with one of his arms gone, just dripping blood until
Dripping
he
blood on the
bleeds out
floor,
and
yeah.
dies.
Oh,
Comes back another freaking ogre with a huge dick. It's like, what is this game, dude? I had to drop hentai twice
yeah.
because of it. I'm like, what is going on in this game, bro? This is
Good.
just stupid.
Good lord, this game does look really wow, holy crap.
You see
Are
this?
you
This-
looking at it on Steam?
I'm looking at it on Steam and I'm just like, holy lord, dude. This
Yeah,
is like,
try watching Darkest play it. It's even worse.
Yeah.
honestly, it looks even worse than like Berserk. At least Berserk with like a lot of the monsters in it, like there's some kind of explanation to it or some kind of logical consistency. But ogre with a tripod and
I can tell
dudes
you
with
what
like
I can actually tell you what the logical consistency is to the game
okay.
without even looking it up or anything like that. All the monsters in the game were human at one time,
Oh Lord.
and
Now that
wearing
explains it.
clothes is a sign of reason.
Okay, I see. All right. Okay, this is interesting. This is actually
So
very interesting.
I'm going to try to find a mod that kind of takes that away. Hopefully, I can find one so I can stand to play this game because I don't know.
What
Like,
what is this game called?
Fear and
Fear
Hunger.
and hunger.
Fear and Hunger.
Yeah. That's really curious, actually.
Yeah, Fear and Hunger, and there's Fear and it's got a sequel.
Yeah, I saw that.
It isn't
I-
even
I-
coming up on Steam search.
Yeah, it's on Steam. You might not be old enough.
God damn it. I quit. I fucking quit.
Didn't come up for me either.
Oh, I wonder if it's because
might
of
be too old.
my
Might be.
settings. If it's got certain tags in it, it probably won't come up.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Ronan play horror games, so
Oh yeah, it is. It's excluded by. Oh wait, what? The fuck is this?
Excluded by sexual content. Because I mean that ogre dick does make perfect sense.
well, no, okay. So what's worse is there's a warning at the beginning of the game that I missed completely because I was clicking through trying to get to where the game starts.
Oh boy.
Right. So you pick your character. I mean, I think you pick your character before that shows up, and it's like, okay, so I'm picking my character, and then it's doing the intro stuff, and I'm like, okay, go. You know, get to it. I'm trying to skip the scene so it gets to the game, whatever, or gets to where you're picking your choices because your choices in the beginning of the game matter. Like you're picking a bow or an axe or whatever. Your weapons come from that. Your starting weapons. So you don't want to make the wrong choice in that. So I'm trying to skip to that. Well, I let it go for just a split second, my like third playthrough, and I'm like, there it is. There's the warning.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, gore,
Nudity.
rape, yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
all that
man.
fun stuff.
All the good stuff.
And it's a pixel game. It's a pixel game made with
Pixelated
RPG
goodness.
Maker.
We got pixelated.
Somebody had to
penises.
sit and take the time to make a pixel dick on this motherfucker. I don't even care if this one gets hit for like adult content or not. I don't care
Oh,
if the
God,
video gets hit for that. But
In the sequel, you can play as a handicapped person.
Yes.
Running around in a wheelchair and shit.
okay, well. To be fair, you can become a handicapped person in this game.
Oh yeah, that too.
You get
Oh,
your arms
yeah,
and
yeah,
legs
yeah,
cut
yeah.
off. With the wheelchair, you basically just start off with, 2 limbs cut off already, and then you have to find a wheelchair.
Good God, man.
What's up, Godspeed? Rob Kuro, what's
I
up,
think
guys?
I found another dinosaur
Godspeed
game for
and Rob, what's
Corky.
up?
But yeah,
Oh.
so yeah, it's it just trying to do a blind playthrough of it. You're trying to play like, oh, I got a new game. I'm gonna play it. Oh my god, that's dick.
Yeah, just
What?
anytime you have a game, just test stream it in Discord, and we'll
You know,
Yeah.
give you the
you
approval.
know, it's not the worst thing in the world, and I think Twitch might be kind of lenient on it because Burat, I know you remember this. When I played Scorn last year, when I was playing
Oh.
through Scorn, the third, I think it was the last video that I made of it, the third stream for it, and I remember when I was getting towards the end of the playthrough, I got to this like huge sort of ritual area where my guy basically had to like tie himself up to this sort of weird surgery device and whatnot, and so he puts himself into the thing, and the next thing you know, his groin area like opens up like as if it was like, you know, shuttered doors and everything opens up, and lo and behold, whoa, the dick just pops right out of nowhere, and then this like device just sticks itself into it and everything. I'm like, what the hell is going on in this game? What is this?
Shit,
what the hell, dude?
What the hell is even that?
What the?
I mean,
fuck?
it doesn't come as so much of a surprise because the game's heavily inspired by like H.R. Giger's artwork and whatnot, and that stuff's hella sexual in nature.
You ever played
obviously.
Agony?
No, I haven't, but I have seen it. I've seen a lot of stuff regarding that. Yeah.
I've got it on PlayStation. I've never beat it. I've never even played it that much, but it's pretty fucking graphic.
Yeah, no, I've seen
CW.
No, I've seen that stuff. There's even a sequel to it as well. I think it's called and it just gets even more graphic. Damn it, Hale, come on. Of course not. This a wholesome Christian.
I wouldn't call it wholesome, but
I wouldn't even call it Christian either.
It's a stream. It is.
Shut up, Lore. God damn it.
we have not been taken off of YouTube yet.
Yet.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yet is the operative word there.
But I will just be back the next fucking day. I mean, you know how many channels I've got?
Just
so you're like a Hydra.
Word.
You're like
I'm
a Hydra. Strike one,
Hydra.
and yes,
Yes,
strike one, and 5 more come up.
Yeah. Yeah. So if y'all ever see a message come on Boo Rad's channel or something like, "Hey, subscribe to this channel," it's me.
You're welcome, Boo Rad.
Just advertise your shit in my chat. It's like, okay. Wow.
It's a CW Bible question marks.
They
have an emoji for a Bible? Really?
Well, it's a emoji just for the cross, basically. They even have one for the Orthodox cross as well, too. Which is pretty cool.
Did not know that.
Oh,
what's up, JVP?
JVP, what's going on? Let's see here.
Y'all hold on just a second, guys. I will be right back. You guys keep the show going.
All right, no problem. You know, actually, I'll say this, though. Aside from all of the Andrew Tate stuff, like, yeah, we get it. A lot of people are upset or concerned or curious about that kind of stuff. But, and I know plenty of people, especially the quartering, has been constantly covering this. The Eliza Blue situation, that's the one that really gets under my skin, considering the fact that, like, you know, a lot of people believed it. A lot of people were convinced by it. And then the next thing you know, another grifter just like Jack Murphy as well, too. And it's it's upsetting because on the one hand, none of us obviously like the whole concept of human trafficking. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes to hear about that. Of course, we all condemn it, but it's just so sickening hearing somebody attempting to use that to their own advantage to try and basically be popular off of it. And it is genuinely disgusting. Give me a second.
I mean, just the mere idea of that you're taking effectively the exploitation of children, mind you, and using that to further your own gain is the most fucked up thing on the planet.
Yeah, that's pretty damn fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, she like I think was it not Brittany Venti, Anna, that Star Wars girl's been going hard into this too.
It's because Brittany Venti was banned, The Quartering was banned, and Yellow Flash was banned, Camelot was banned, all because they spoke out against Eliza Blue.
Yeah, and I think the fact that she's even friends with people up at Twitter Safety and she has that kind of power is pretty fucking crazy.
But
like,
what she did do that was good was she got a lot of CP pulled from Twitter.
Oh, that's good. That is good. I do like that. But but now she's taking that and just abusing the fuck out of it to save her ass, which frankly everyone's seen. But that's beside the point. Basically taking that power and using it to censor anybody and take down anybody who exposes you for what you actually are is really fucked up.
Right. And the worst part is she was shaking all that stuff, but she doesn't even have that good of a butt.
I know. Dude, that fucking music video she was in for World Star Hip Hop. She's
That's what I'm
basically
talking about.
naked throughout the whole fucking thing.
I was just like, I'm looking at, I watched it and I'm like, what? That's not even good. Go do
Yeah,
some
the music
squats or
was
something.
god awful.
Well, I mean, just her butt in general. I was like, go do some squats or something, because that's not good.
I mean, look, I'll be honest. I don't mind a little bit of jiggle down there in the badonkadonk every now and then, but even I'll admit that bitch has way too much cellulite down there. Seriously.
Yes. Yes. But it didn't even have a good shape to it. That's why I said go do some squats, get some shape to that shit.
Right, of course. Well, okay. So she does that one video. That's the first thing we find out. And then we find out there's more videos. And then we find out that there's videos that she herself recorded where she's talking to her mom about being a video vixen and she's talking to other
Yes.
people. And apparently the most recent thing, I don't know much about this because sometimes I don't even follow this crap anymore. But apparently she was in a podcast talking about lowering the age of consent now. Is that what's
Yes.
been going on? What's that exactly? What the hell's been happening?
Apparently it just came to surface that she and unfortunately she threw fucking ANCAP anarchism into the mix. She's like, oh, imagine if it was an ANCAP utopia. Had to preface it by saying that. So thanks for throwing all of us under the fucking bus. But anyways,
yeah.
But anyways, she was trying to say like, oh well, it would just be of the community and the adults who would determine the age of consent, and if they lower that, then that's fine. Effectively, is what she was saying. So that's what came of that. That's like the newest piece that finally came out from this whole thing.
Well, so much for her Christian
Lore said it right. She was given the green light for pedophiles, basically.
And it's funny too because then she's also just like, oh yeah, I'm a Christian now and I love Jesus and everything like that. It's like, really, do you? Even though you're advocating for age of consent laws to basically be erased. See, this is constantly why I always keep saying that the best approach in anything like this would be the Hans Hermann Hoppe approach, where we just set up our own damn communities and actually forge like a physical contract people would sign into, where if you're going to live in this place, you got to abide by these rules. And if you don't, we reserve the right to chuck your ass out back to the savages and the animals.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's the best way that I could see it. And it's, oh my God. This is also why I call myself a Christian too, because yes, I am an ANCAP, but like even I have morals. I'm not saying all ANCAPs don't have morals. Okay. I'm not trying to generalize it either, but it's like you will have some libertarian retards, and I'm going to say that, who are going to argue that we get rid of age of consent laws. And I'm like, you're so obsessed with freedom, you're willing to throw away morals. What the hell's the matter with you?
That's the problem. It's like you can't just, freedom comes with responsibility. That's the one thing these people don't understand.
There you go.
See, I disagree with that. Godseed. I think they need to be thrown into Gen Pop. In a prison.
Oh yes.
Godspeed. I agree.
Okay, in a real prison, not.
You know what's interesting?
Not in protective custody.
Is my brother, who is in prison right now, has told me stories of seeing so many fucking pedophiles get their teeth kicked in and nearly killed. He's even been in on it at some points. Like, they do not fuck around with that shit, which is why I either support one of two things: the wood chipper or what Darkish said. It's wild, dude, how they treat them in there. It's like they fucking deserve it too, man.
That's what I hear, at least with a lot of those kinds of prison stories. Either women or children. That's usually what paints a target on your back, and you just get jumped in Gen Pop. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
It's really funny because if you statistically look at it, rapists get shit on in prison too. Like, they're not well liked in Gen Pop either in prison.
No.
I mean, think about what kind of crime you're committing on another person. Sure, you're physically assaulting them, but it even goes beyond that. You are violating them on such a personal level.
You're taking their innocence from them, effectively.
And
Mm.
the whole thing about calling themselves maps. Oh, by the way, hi guys.
Hi,
Hi, Parky.
Hi.
Hmm.
Them wanting to call themselves maps is just fucking ridiculous. Especially because now they're trying to, get in good with the LGBTQ plus
But
Apache assault helicopter.
They've always been good
I know.
and good with them. That's
Assault helicopter,
what do you think
disappointing
that's
microwave
what the
dinner.
plus stands for.
anything
That's what
they
the
can
plus
think of.
stands for.
Listen, if somebody can identify as the alternate gender, I identify as a dinosaur.
I thought
Good
you already
job,
did.
That's why I have the icon. I'm an adorable dinosaur.
The cute dinosaur.
But
I'm a cute dinosaur.
and you're in California, you can get away with it.
Yes, you probably
No,
have that
no,
on your driver's
people-
license. in
People will
California.
actually still look at me weird if I say, "No, guys, I identify as a pterodactyl."
Here's the thing. Like, I'm in Alabama, so
They probably don't take too kindly to that
Well,
shit.
Okay. So here's how it goes in Alabama. Okay, unless you've had the surgery, you don't say it.
Yep.
You don't
Oh.
don't say that you're trans. If you have the surgery, people will treat you with respect because you actually
Speaking
went
of-
through with it. Believe it or not.
Here's something.
It's what?
Go ahead, Quirky.
No, it's so funny. I
Juggalo life.
Juggalo.
Boo-Rad don't know what a juggalo is.
Oh God, Juggalo
Oh.
life, Jesus.
Boo-Rad don't know what a
Do I
juggalo is.
want to know? Do I really want to know?
Oh man.
Probably not.
I don't know.
No, no,
man.
don't-
I mean,
Google it.
I've seen a little bit of Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
No,
So it's
no,
got
no.
nothing to
No,
do
no,
with
no,
that.
no,
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 Bigelow's a juggalo.
Oh,
Well, here's something funny.
are you
and
down with the clowns, Boo-Rad?
I'm out. Fuck this shit. No, speaking of something funny, here's a little photo of my governor in my state, where she stands on all this.
I don't want to talk about the governor in my state.
That's the governor
Oh
of my
my
state.
Jesus Christ!
Okay.
That is the governor of my
Whoa.
state. So yeah,
Demonetized.
the fucking
No,
hey,
no,
that's-
not demonetized.
No.
She had pasties on.
She
She had
had pasties
pasties
on,
on,
and they
yeah.
were rainbow colored.
and it's a
Oh.
Democrat governor, so you're fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, good point. I think we'll be
Oh
okay.
no,
from
no, no,
that.
no, no. See, we're making fun of it. So
Oh shit, my bad.
next time,
Um,
warn me.
It's okay. It's
No.
okay. I praise it as stunning and brave.
Like-
Oh, stunning and
no,
brave.
Yeah,
Yes, that is very
stunning, brave, just
I
an
mean,
inspiration.
I would
to...
rather look at the giant ogre dick, but that's beside.
Yeah.
bro.
Um,
I'm moving where Boorad is. God damn it, Lord, don't do it. If you want all your freedoms taken away, do not do it.
I
Donate?
was having
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
explain
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
what
donate.
woke
Let me
is.
drop that dono link.
Yeah.
I
I'm
was having to
sorry,
explain-
CW. I had to. You guys had to get the image of where I'm at. Imagine being an anarchist in this fucking state, bro. This is what I got to put up with.
No,
Ronan's got it
No.
worse too.
no, you guys,
yeah.
you don't have to deal with fucking the nephew of Nancy Pelosi as your governor.
Well, I mean,
True.
you
True.
got California needs to be blown off into the ocean. So
Look,
I will.
Look.
I will say this until I am blue in the face, and apparently I have to. California is on the wrong kind of fault line to go off into the ocean.
it needs to do something, man.
look, I'm gonna say this right now. I know y'all got your crazy stuff to deal with. My state just had a Republican councilwoman get shot.
Shot. Yeah.
And it
Oh,
took like
that's-
like
yeah.
what 30 to 45
Yeah.
minutes for the police to finally arrive and see that happen.
That was in your state. I thought that was New
Yes.
Oh
York.
fuck!
No,
New
that was Jersey.
It was Jersey.
Oh
yes.
shit. Yeah, that's
Um,
pretty bad.
All I know is that the governor of my state, Mr. Gavin Newsom, wants to have the entire state pay reparations.
Yes.
See,
And I also like how your governor also decided to chime in on Florida's possible constitutional carry law too.
Yup.
Okay.
see, the thing is, I have to deal with the crazy on the opposite side.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Godspeed, go fuck yourself.
what did God see say?
New Jersey.
Explain
That explains everything. No, see, I
But,
live in
Customs
Colorado,
street,
so
man.
what's
I'm
going
trying
on
not to.
now is the commies here in Colorado are trying to take away pretty much all semi-automatic guns. And if you have a gun from prior to this ban, you must have a bill of sale, or the police can just confiscate it.
You know,
say,
Oh shit.
because of the fact that in the state of California they've had what is it, like 5 mass shootings since God, since the beginning of the
that's
year.
because nobody has a gun.
No, hold on.
It was a Nerf
They're-
gun.
They're literally like are trying, to again do the whole, gun violence, let's take away everybody's guns
They're always,
bullshit.
they're always
But
on that.
but the guy that shot up Moonrise Bay made his at home.
Oh.
Oh boy.
He
See?
built his gun at home.
See, I mean, that just kind of goes to show how inept, how pointless, how meaningless, and just how much virtue signaling a lot of these firearms laws are.
Yes.
It's
all complete garbage.
it's absolutely ridiculous because
Oh.
again, that dude and let's not forget there was a crazy ass Florida man that freaking went to a Walmart with a machete.
Okay, here's the prime example.
I mean-
Like anybody can try and make these arguments about like gun laws and everything. Here's the prime example. Japan has one of the strictest gun laws in the world.
Yep.
And some jackass still managed to make a homemade shotgun and kill the best politician, Shinzo Abe,
The
who
pop
before
gun,
dying,
yes.
what did he
Yep.
say? Have sex. He wanted the Japanese people to go and have kids. And you know what? I think a lot of people in this generation got to go out there and have the sex and have families and have kids as well too. It's good, wholesome stuff. And some absolute loser decided, you know what? I think I'm gonna go and kill this man. And he did it by making his own gun. So
Yeah,
it's all
and-
completely
Yeah.
pointless, these laws.
Especially when and let's not forget, the people like the Unabomber, right? When we have or the guy that did the bombing at the Chicago Marathon,
Right.
and and the fact that we have movies like Fight Club that literally tell you the recipe to make a bomb.
Everybody knows that. It's in the Anarchist Handbook.
I
Exactly.
was just gonna say, yep.
100%. And it's like, listen,
Hold up 1 second.
Go
Patra, what's up? man?
Atra.
Yes.
Atra.
hello.
Yes.
But I just I think that the whole as a whole, the concept of just gun removal is just absolutely ridiculous. Not because it will make the problem worse, but because it's not going to do anything. You're just going to
Well,
end up with
just-
the people doing what they did in Australia, taking their guns out to the middle of nowhere and burying them so that they're the only people who know where they are.
No,
But
well,
then look
see,
at what England did. So England got rid of all their guns, and now they're putting out common sense knife control. Common sense. No,
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
know.
know,
You're
I
not
know.
serious.
No.
I know.
What was the whole thing that just recently happened with the border control crisis thing? Where the one dude was refusing to answer the question. And there was like some 300,000 people that were able to get across the border, and they know about 20,000 of them were cartel members.
Oh man.
The people who bring the illegal guns into the country.
Look, I'm of the opinion that no gun should be illegal. So,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Nuke-
of that opinion.
Recreational
I-
nukes, baby. Let's do it.
because if everybody has a gun, nobody needs them.
Exactly.
It's true.
Nobody will
100%.
use a gun. Nobody will come
I-
in and rob you. If they've got
Unpopular
3 people
opinion,
with
though.
guns in there. Unpopular wear, Quirky. Unpopular wear.
I just don't like AKs. Like
Oh.
unless it's in a video game.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
sad.
one just so you can see it, Corky.
I think they're cool looking. I wouldn't personally use one. I do, however, have a really, really big fondness for rifles and shotguns.
I would like to own an AK that's in the same style as what Matt Damon used in Elysium. That AK.
Oh,
would
let
be
me
Here's
see.
what you need to do. Here's what you need to do. Here's all you need to do. Okay, you get the better AK, which is the Galil, and you move on. Okay.
No, oh god, you know, if my buddy
I-
was here, he'd be obsessing over that. He loves the AK. I'm sorry, the Galil. I mean, he loves the Galil.
Bro, that thing
I-
looks sick.
I just really, really, really like a good old fashioned rifle. I just think that they're just so cool. My grandfather has one, and he's
I want
left
the
it to
gun
my
from Rambo.
brother-in-law.
Now,
He-
see that.
Wait for it. I want the gun from Rambo.
An M60.
Hmm?
An M60.
Get out of here.
No. God damn it. You're supposed to finish the quote, Atra. You know better.
What quote?
Lord of War.
Lord of War.
I
That's a
want-
good
I-
movie,
I-
dude.
He doesn't really. He doesn't. I don't remember him. What he
I
really
want
called
the
him-
gun
oh,
from Rambo. Part
One or
1,
two.
2, or 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, or 3. That's right.
Yes, he finally caught up.
The quote that always sticks out in my mind is from Lord of War. Is, why didn't you do that?
Oh,
I didn't have to buy it. I can't sell a used gun.
Yeah.
A used gun. So, but right, I'm going to send you what my Galil and Ronan. I'm going to send y'all what my Galil looks like. This is
I just wish I
pretty
had
much,
the money to afford one.
This is what mine
Right?
actually looks like. Pretty much to a T is what it looks like.
The next gun I know I'm getting for a fact because of the unfortunate circumstances in my state, knowing the dickhead that's Governor
I love
Phil
it.
Murphy. The next gun I'm probably going to be getting is going to be a lever action. I think I'm going to be going for lever action. Oh god, look at that
Ooh.
thing. Lever action is going to be the next one. And Eric has definitely convinced me to try and pick up a lever action. To be completely honest.
Is this something to turn into a gun stream? I swear to
We're
God.
gun tubing right now, dude.
We're
We're
gun
gun
tubing.
tubers.
3 weeks in a row.
Yes.
This is 3 weeks in a row when Atra has
No.
joined. We started talking about guns.
No,
It's
every
all
time
things
I'm
started
here.
it first. Drink with Crazy started it first.
I know.
All I'm saying is the fact that I can appreciate where Corky's coming from too, because one of my other my two favorite guns to shoot are my 1911 and then my Savage 110,
I want one so bad.
which let me see here.
I want a
I just want
1911
to tell
so
you
bad.
guys, my grandfather has a Remington.
What kind of Remington?
Yeah, good question.
I'm not exactly sure the model number.
It's like I got a closet full of Remingtons. I mean, just
It's an old one though. It's old.
like
It's-
I've
yeah,
got an
let
old
me just
musket shot. I got an
an
old like
closet full of Remingtons.
old
My-
powder gun.
He has an old one, like old, and it's really cool. And I'm really mad because he's leaving it to my brother-in-law.
Oh, sad.
Oh, big sad.
Yeah.
Big sad.
Yeah.
I had
Really
I
sad.
had a Marlin 3030 that I got a Corsican Ram with and a Barbarossa Ram with.
Damn.
My favorite gun so far has just been firing my Walther PDP. I love the trigger on that thing. It's
Well,
absolutely
you said
wonderful.
Walther, not Glock.
I just want Cyberpunk to happen so we
Yeah,
get
he
guns
said
from vending
he said
machines.
Walther. Walther.
I
is-
said Walther.
Hold up.
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
Walther is way more superior to Glock.
So I will say. So there's two things about a Glock that
It's
about
the AK of the gun world.
exactly. That's exactly.
Right.
It's the AK of the handgun. world.
Yes, the flintlock lock rifle does to the human body is honestly like it's
You gotta hit.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the Glock.
the most gory friggin' poetry I've ever seen in motion.
I mean, I will say this. I will say this. Even the flintlock can't compete with what a 50 cal or saw will do to the human body.
Oh, well, that's just not even comparable, my guy. It's just
There.
that thing
All
will
I'm
tear
gonna
through
say-
you like a razor.
is that a lead ball bearing gun is just that is the worst way to die.
I would say an anti-material rifle blowing off an entire limb will be a worse way to go.
I had to
No,
switch out.
because with the ball bearing one, you get the slow, painful death as the iron literally toxifies your blood and congeals the insides of your body,
Or you
and you succumb to infection before the bullet actually takes you out.
Or you can just do that by shooting someone in the 9mm within the liver.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I had to
It's
swap
so-
out my background one for my hand cannon.
Oh,
Bro, Boo Rad, no.
What?
No.
It's not. It's not. You don't even know if that's real
No,
or
but I
not.
can see it. I
You
can
don't
see
even
it.
know if it's real. It could have an orange tip on there. You wouldn't even know it.
I can see it.
YouTube's still a big no-no on it, even
See,
if it's
Protecting
airsoft ones.
ISOM, okay?
I've always been more of like a
Protecting the
sharp,
IRA.
pointy objects fan. As much as I appreciate guns, I've always been more of a sharp, pointy objects fan.
There was a sharp pointy object fan too, and then he met Indiana Jones.
I know. Shut up. But I mean, I really like knives and swords, like especially historical grade knives and swords. And I have one at home that I need to actually like restore the handle to. And it makes me really, really sad that it's the way that it is because of the house.
What is it?
Oh, it's honestly it's just a really classic like Bowie knife with a little notch in the top of it for basically cutting open. It's a hunting knife. Honestly, it's a hunting knife. It's got a little notch in it though for opening up stomachs.
What's the handle? Like, what is it? Mahogany, ivory, what?
No, the problem is that the blade itself is really, really nice and expensive. The handle, for whatever stupid reason, they put like a almost like a rubber silicone on it. And so the handle of it is like all gooey. And so you've got this really nice, expensive blade section with just this really gummed up handle. And it feels disgusting to hold it in your hand. So I need to like get like leather cording or something to wrap it up because you can't just like take off the handle for that one.
You could do what I have a Benchmade that it came. It had just a flat metal handle that you don't really know what you do with it though, and so what might help you with it is buy some 550 cord and wrap that around it.
Yeah,
you have some cord to actually work with in case you need to drag something, but then also it's just the 550 cord makes a really good handle.
Yeah. I mean, I just need to do something with it because I have that, and I have a really nice little knife for fishing. That I got from my dad. It's ironically it's a switchblade, but like it's like an actual like fishing knife switchblade. It's really strange. And I have no idea where the hell he got it. But it's in the same like it's in like the same fashion of just your typical like army knife, but you pull it out and it's like a fish filleting knife.
Hell,
I have
there's
a
nothing wrong
replica.
with gun shopping. You got to be
Right?
ready for when time might come.
I'll send you some. I'm gonna send you some
That's the
pictures
name.
of what you can.
I have one like that.
You call that a knife? Dude, that looks like
Call
something
that
you
Darkish,
buy at the mall.
Darkish.
Yes.
Darkish, I respect your taste in weaponry, but if you actually use that in combat, it would snap in half.
What
Oh
is
no.
Yeah.
what is he talking about?
No.
What?
Oh no. No.
What is that?
Okay, first off, what is it folded with?
Good question.
This
Because
stainless steel.
depending upon how it's tempered and folded, which most weaponry right now is not, without paying literally like hundreds of dollars, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, is just literally going to snap in half.
Well, that's if they use shitty steel. If they use real European stuff, then they don't need to fold it.
Yeah.
Well, but even then,
This
you
is not
still
a
need to
katana.
temper it.
This is not.
I know it's not a katana. I know it's not a katana, but it looks like it's what, like a single hammer, probably. Like it looks like it's only one piece. There wasn't anything added to it, which may or may not be good. I'm not saying it's not going to do some damage, but if you potentially take that up against something else that's metal, it is probably going to cry.
Why would I take it up against something that's metal? That's not what it's
Well,
for.
if someone comes at you with another knife or another sword.
That's not what this is for.
I
at
know
all.
that.
Mm.
I know that,
Yeah,
but
this,
that
this
doesn't.
this is a tactical machete. This is not
I
for.
know that. What I'm saying
Mm.
though is that you cannot ever discount the possibility of having something happen. That's why.
If I'm ever in a sword fight, I'll remember that. But yeah, I've got.
No, what I'm saying is legitimately we had a machete when I lived up north in Oregon, and we were going through because we were trying to find a really nice like secluded fishing spot away from everything, and we were cutting away brush, and someone happened to have thrown a lead pipe out.
Mm-hmm.
It literally shattered the machete.
This is not a normal machete. This is a tactical machete. This is for cutting through bone. It is for cutting through all that.
Parkour.
Parkour. Yeah. It is not for cutting. It is if you are in the woods and you need something to stab something with, you stab something with it.
Meanwhile, I have
I'm
my
gonna just do that with
katana
a
folded
screwdriver at this
1,000
point.
times.
I'm gonna just grab a screwdriver at this point because
Where are
no one
you
in
going to find a
California.
screwdriver in the woods?
Hopefully, I'm gonna have one.
This is like an Australian like.
Well, there's your
survival
first
knife.
problem. I am never going to Australia. They have spiders as large as a cat.
Yes.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You fix all of your situations right here between needing something to cut through stuff and cutting through bone and trees and lives, and you just get yourself a K-bar and you're done.
Agreed. 100%. Agreed.
Also, Quirky, I sent you some pictures of what you can do with 550 cord. So
it's really pretty, and that's actually probably going to be what I'll have to do because that's a really nice look on top of everything else.
Yeah.
And you can do so many pretty kind of like braiding techniques with it.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to clean. Like the pure polyester cording is so easy to clean. I also agree with that, Eric. A Louisville Slugger with some barbed wire, or some nails that have had the heads cut off of them.
Again, in the woods, that's not any good.
In terms of a zombie apocalypse, you grab whatever you
great in a
can.
zombie apocalypse. Yes.
Oh yeah, well, zombie apocalypse, sure, but.
And that machete that Darkish has is great in zombie apocalypse as well.
You have the even better thing for a zombie apocalypse. You just find someone who's slower than you.
Oh well, sorry. It was nice knowing you guys.
Dead.
I don't run. I don't run.
I mean, he ain't wrong. That's the Shane method.
That is the no. Shane kneecapped that guy first.
Listen, there are only
that
two.
Is the Shane method.
There are two people. There are two people who successfully that are popular enough to get their names out there that successfully fought off something like a bear. Okay, you have the dude from The Revenant who got his ass whooped, and then you have Wild Bill Hickok who got a very badly fucked up arm but still won with a knife.
Okay, but what about
he later went on to become Wild fucking Bill?
Can we technically
I am not Wild Bill or that dude from The Revenant.
Can we throw in the guy that literally punched a shark in the face in that same category? Like the Australian surfer dude that literally punched a shark in the face in order to avoid
now that's
getting
the
attacked.
basic way to survive one because it's known now, so a lot of people do that now. And if you punch that thing wrong, you just killed yourself because you're going to slice your hand to pieces.
Yeah.
when you hit that shark.
No, I mean, I think that there's a point to be made. It's still a shark, and if it's at least a mako or a tiger up to a great white, like okay, because you're still talking about weight by that point. A bear is still a giant 2,000 pounds bear, a big a mako
Now,
shark.
if you're
still.
punching a little tiger shark or something like that in the face and it runs off, okay, all right. But if you're punching the damn white, any kind of big shark at all, that motherfucker ain't running from you. He gonna
If
get
you
pissed
punch it
off
in
at
the snout, if you punch it in the snoot, you will. Because that's where all of their friggin' little nerve endings are, is right in their little nose.
But you never know how a wild animal is going to act when
That's
you
fair.
do something like that. Okay. Because you could have a chihuahua that will eat your ass up if you kick it.
Okay, don't even get me started on the dog thing. Okay, there is statistically a thing that there's a reason why little dogs are so much more aggressive than big dogs. Okay.
Damn. Yeah, come on in here, Roy. We can join the conversation.
There's a reason why little dogs are so much more aggressive than the bigger dogs, and it's because the bigger dogs, people know, that are going to actually hurt somebody and hurt them really, really bad. So of course they're gonna breed that out. But everyone's like, "Oh, it's a Chihuahua. What's it gonna do?" Oh God, my face!
No, you just punt it. You just punt the damn Chihuahua. That's what you do with the Chihuahua.
Punt it like a football.
Tell your mother I'm sorry, Darkish.
All I'm saying,
You don't watch my streams.
I will say this. I cease being afraid of any kind of little dog that I could easily punt like a football once you see how big a Tibetan Mastiff gets.
Oh God, yeah.
You're just gonna have to come on in here and have the conversation with us, Royce.
Royce, what?
That's all I'm saying. Like when you see,
I will give you context once you're in here.
When you see the Tibetan Mastiff, no dog that is anything smaller than waist height is afraid anymore.
I know, but they're just like the biggest, sweetest things, though. They're
until they're told to attack, at which point you're dead.
Well, yeah, that's literally what they were bred for, though. They were literally bred to freaking go up against like leopards and tigers.
Yep.
Like that's the whole sole purpose of their entire everything.
Laura, why didn't you have one of those before? You should always have a gun and blade list. What are you doing?
Nobody has ever acted like that towards a Chihuahua, regardless of how big it thinks it is.
I don't know. We used to take my sister's dogs to the dog park when she was living with us while her husband was deployed. And there were more dog fights started by the Chihuahuas than there were from like any of the big dogs. In fact, my favorite dog out of all of them was this Rottweiler puppy. And by puppy, I mean he still weighed almost 100 pounds, even though he was only 3 months old. No, he was like 6 months old. But his name was Mo. And he would purposefully like seek out the little dogs because he was afraid of the big dogs.
Speaking of big dogs, I'm looking at this picture that Atris said. God damn!
The Tibetan Mastiff is huge.
That's a Mastiff, yeah.
It's huge.
Mind you, I have been bitten in the suit, but by an attack dog, cop level, and they know. I will say, I can confirm that they know exactly where to bite because that fucker got me right in between the bone and my tricep muscle. Oof. Through the suit, and I was bruised for about 2 weeks, and I am still less afraid of that dog than I am a Tibetan Mastiff.
Just don't piss it off, and you'll be fine.
But they're so sweet. The Tibetan Mastiff is an absolutely adorable dog.
It's like
where are these pictures at?
You train it well, and you can ride it into battle.
I would send them into the chat, but I can't do that. So,
They're right up there. I feel like with Malamutes that are also just like giant sweethearts. For
When we bully Royce into coming into the chat with us.
Oh, man.
yeah, that.
he's
See,
gonna
I'm-
regret life.
Here's another picture. This is just like this is Satan right here. This is Satan looking at you, ready to kill you.
Oh boy.
Yes, I agree.
There you go. I just
Oh
said it.
man.
That
Yep.
is Satan coming to kill you right there.
Now that is Satan
Oh,
right
man.
there.
There you go, Eric. You can look at it now.
I got it.
But
Oh,
look
Jesus.
at that
All right, here we go.
face.
Look at that little
Here we go.
face.
Here we go.
Look at the face.
Snuggles.
I want to cuddle it so bad.
We can't hear him.
No, yeah, he's got no audio.
He broke it.
Satan.
Gutsy
I
is just
love
like hail
him.
Satan.
He broke his own mic.
Oh
Let's
god.
just stare intently at Royce until he fixes it.
You can't see me because I don't have my camera on, but I'm staring.
Me too.
Same.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Still nothing.
Nope.
Fix it now.
Okay, bye.
And to think before he was busting your balls, Burat, about trying to fix the screen sharing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now
how
he
does it
doesn't
feel,
even have his
Royce?
own mic fixed.
Huh?
I mean, it wouldn't be one of my streams without.
Technical difficulties. Yep.
Without some boomer moments.
No, that one literally wasn't me. I went through and tested it. It literally just was the program. I had to reboot it. So
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
yeah, that happens
deflect.
sometimes.
well, I turn everything off when I get done streaming, so that way I don't make it run hot and all that. But yeah, anywho's it. So okay, so it sounds like Corky's over here on some white woman shit, going, "Oh, it's freaking fluffy, like it's adorable, like oh my god, it's like, woman, that thing will kill you." And
I don't care. I will go full white
it's
girl.
it's okay. I'm married.
go.
I'm married to a white woman, so I know how this is.
I will absolutely go full white girl. Be like, oh, it's so cute.
That's a tiger.
My
Look,
my
all right,
wife.
I
so
got a
once
story.
it's like so. My wife, she saves all these like TikTok fucking videos and shit like that every week to show me. And at this
God.
point, I look forward to it because my wife and I, we don't get a lot of time like anymore with me doing all this over here, and then she, she's running social media for an antiques dealer that she ended up getting a job with, and like with the homeschooling with the kids, and then my day job. So, and she'll show me all these fucking TikTok, and there's some dude, he's laying down and he's just like giving scratchies to like a fucking mountain lion or some shit. And I'm like, the fuck is that? And she's like, oh, it's big. I'm like, no, it's a fucking mountain lion. And she's like, but it's adorable. And I'm like, no, baby. here's
Royce,
what you-
I posted it in your Gilded
Oh,
on
God.
on the main page.
Oh god.
I almost choked
Tap
on my
room
goddamn
discussion.
gum hearing that.
yeah. No, I get you. No, see that like them are cool, dude. I would like them are cool. Like no. I love big dogs actually. Like I
love big dogs and I cannot love.
that
Fucking
if you
boomer, I
sing
swear
the
to
rest
God.
of that song through, it's gonna get real weird real fast.
Fucking
Yeah, see,
boomers,
that's-
man.
That's a
But,
white woman moment right there.
Oh god. But yeah, that's not a lie. But no,
Listen,
I got such a reality check
Just
on people, like,
because,
go on.
sorry,
No, you're
just
good.
because I think it's cute doesn't mean I'm inherently going to go up and pet it.
You would, Quirky. Don't lie.
I would not. I absolutely would not. I think that bears are adorable, but I know for a freaking fact that thing's gonna rip my face off.
So I will
Mike-
say this, and it always seems like I have something always, which it's because I hate people and have to do something with
Back-
my time. But
back
Rose
in-
just reminded me of something that I saw. about like it was a thing about on the dodo where they're talking about this polar bear short that the dodo posted of this polar bear petting a dog. What they left out is that right after the video cuts out, the polar bear ate the fucking dog.
Oh,
Yeah, my mom actually she grew up in Canada and up in Newfoundland, Canada back then. Like the polar bears would just walk around town, just leave people. I'm like, what? And she goes, oh yeah, no, that was just like a normal thing when I was a kid. And I'm like, and they didn't eat people? They're like, no, they were just there. You just stayed away from them. They were fine. I'm like, huh. Interesting.
That's because they probably ate some homeless man.
There wasn't a lot of homelessness back then. At least
why? It's because the polar
wasn't because of the polar bear.
No, one of the funniest stories. My dad. So my dad grew up obviously in. He's born in the 60s, grew up in the 70s and 80s, and like, man, those guys got away with some shit back then. And like, my dad's like, oh yeah, me and my buddy were, hunting and fishing and camping up in the Colorado mountains. And they were 3 sheets to the fucking wind, just drinking whatever, and all of a sudden these black bear cubs ran up to my dad and his buddy. Oh. And he's like, fuck, you wouldn't know it. They're just like puppies. They just wanted to play. They were having a good old time. So he and his drunk ass buddy are sitting there. And this is my dad.
Oh no.
They're sitting there and they're playing with the cubs and all that and just having a good time. Royce. And then all of a sudden they heard this low rumble come out from behind the brush. And he goes, we don't know where the fuck the cubs went. And we turn around and Mama was standing there and she was pissed.
Right.
And he goes, I don't care who tells you to run uphill because a bear can't run. He goes, me and my buddy could have walked on water that day. We were running so fast.
You're lucky you're even alive.
So him and his drunk ass buddy,
unalived.
They run back up. They run back up to their campsite and they jump in the Bronco. I think it was a Bronco. Like I said, this is back in like the fucking late 70s, early 80s. And the bear gets on the Bronco and starts rocking it back and forth and starts tearing into it. My dad is like, he's like, we had to unload 2 357 mags into that thing before we put it down. I'm like, holy shit. And he goes, yup. He goes, bears, they're very dangerous. And the only reason that I believe that story, because my dad actually still to this day has the black bear boots.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
They're lined with sheep wool, by the way.
Have you ever seen the kind of bullet it actually takes to take down a bear with one hit?
Minimum 12 days.
We had a neighbor when I was growing
up. Put a slug in them.
We had a neighbor, one of my dad's best friends. He lived down the street from us when I was growing up in high school. That was a really avid hunter, and he would actually go and he'd kill bears, and and bring back the hide and the meat and everything like that. And he showed me and my dad one day the actual like bullets that he has to carry around when he says, oh yeah, this is what I carry around to go bear hunting. I'm like, you said that so casually and that thing's like 5 inches long.
There's a TikTok
5 inches long. Shit, he's probably carrying around like 700 nitro or something, but maybe not 700 nitro. I don't know if they had that back in the day, but yeah. No, bears are mean, and if a bear comes at you, you need to make sure that you have something that can put it down. You get them higher caliber handguns though. You get one shot.
Well, and you literally need to make sure that that one shot, no matter what you're carrying, that one shot has to count.
Here we go. I got one. I'm sorry. I found a bear attacking this dude with a bow and arrow.
Oh no!
Burad Ronan.
Ronan, it's your job.
All right. Yeah. Fine.
You make people have jobs on your stream? How the fuck do I do that?
Corky, what were you saying?
You put them to work.
Oh,
we have a hierarchy.
I was
There's
just saying
There's a TikTok floating around of a bear that breaks into this 7-Eleven and steals like Reese's peanut butter cups and shit right off the shelf, and then walks out. And there's like
I didn't know that there's a
videos
video of me out there.
No, it's not you. But they tried barring the door.
No, not that video. Not that video. That's the other one.
That's the other
I
video.
didn't know anybody was watching that 7-Eleven.
That's a not safe for
But
work
there's one
video.
where they barred they barred the door and the bear still fucking broke in.
Oh
Yeah,
my
because
god!
bears are fucking strong. And like,
And the density of their bones is ridiculous.
yeah, bears
Like
are.
holy shit!
Oh god.
Alright,
Oh,
You can back
do
it
it.
up.
Do
You
it.
can back it up if you want to.
Do it.
Back it up.
About there's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
He pulled the boomer. He
Oh,
didn't
this is
play
gonna
the
be so good
audio.
though.
Fuck, it's a longbow. It's not even a it's just a recurve. It's not even a
Yeah.
compound bow.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Holy
this is gonna be
shit.
so good. This is gonna be so good.
Well, the video got
Careful.
uploaded. so
Keep
the
in
guy
mind,
didn't
YouTube will
die.
take shit down if this thing. Well, I guess this is a YouTube video, so it should
Yeah.
be good to.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Oh,
Fuck
that thing
off.
is slowly approaching.
Listen, I will take a brown bear over a black bear any day of the week.
No, dude, no. Brown
No,
bears are
black
fucking
bears
are the
mean.
worst.
Grizzly,
What? No,
man.
not in this
Grizzlies
state. Not
are
around
mean.
here.
Yeah,
No,
grizzlies
black
will
bears-
fuck you up.
Wait for it.
No, brown bear, not grizzly.
No, yeah, I guess brown bear. Yeah, she's right. Yeah, there's brown bear. There's a
Black
difference
bears
between-
are
Brown bears
mean
and
as
grizzlies.
shit.
Well, they can be. Their cubs are really playful. Supposedly.
Yeah.
Black bear will
Dads.
mostly run though. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, nope. Oh, you done fucked up.
Oh,
you done
shit, you
fucked
done
up.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wait, no, wait.
Whoa.
Give it a second. Give it a bit. Because
Okay, we'll play it.
I love how you can see the camera light in the fucking water.
Oh my
Yep.
god, that's terrifying.
That is so scary.
Hey,
Holy
man.
shit.
Oh my god,
He's
he's still,
good.
how the fuck is he alive?
He's good.
He's dead.
Oh,
Yo.
he's
He
running. He
is
grabbed his camera and
running.
got the fuck out of Dodge. That bear ain't dead. Oh, maybe the bear is dead. Maybe the bear is dead. Fuck.
I mean,
Oh,
if he's got
bear.
the cojones to go out there and shoot a bear with a bow and arrow,
I mean,
God
there-
damn, that
I
is
mean,
an
no, you
alpha
can, but the
sigma
problem is
move.
here's what the problem was: is he didn't have the arrow knocked,
Oh,
and he didn't
man.
have it, and he didn't have it
Yeah.
pulled back.
Yeah.
If he would have had the arrow knocked and ready to go, because here's the thing: is you see when the bear approaches him, he goes to try to knock the arrow, but the adrenaline hits him, and he can't get the arrow knocked. If he'd had it knocked already, as soon as that bear comes up, he just fucking he could have done it. I mean,
right
now
in the
go-
eyeball, right in the eyeball, and it would have been dead.
center mass. Center mass. You want to go right under, you want to go right by the throat, hit all that soft tissue, and send that fucker right down into its lungs and its heart.
But the way that it was running, he wouldn't have been able
Never-
to do that.
So here's the problem. No, not necessarily, because it was up on all fours. He had the shot
Yeah.
prior to it
Mhm.
getting there. There were like the entire time is walking up, but he didn't have the arrow knocked. That guy's a dumbass. In that situation, he should have had the arrow knocked and pulled back and ready to go.
I don't think he was out there hunting bears. I think it just
It doesn't
happened to
fucking
show.
matter. There's a fucking bear. What? He's not out there hunting the bear, and like you can't say like the second that bear was like, "Oh fuck you," he could have really. Now I understand the fines are really hefty for that, but the
Yeah.
guy literally has the video evidence to show to the Department of Wildlife to be like, "Look, I was here. The bear showed up. I knocked an arrow in self-defense." But like, he's not out there hunting bear. Who gives a shit?
The bear is hunting you.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't hunt with a bow. I hunt with a gun.
Also true. Also true. Yeah. No, and that, yeah, no. But like I said, if the second that he saw the bear, he needed to knock an arrow and get it ready to pull back. And it's
Truthfully,
and that's where like a lot of like serious bow hunters, what they'll do is they'll train themselves to knock to have that arrow knocked the entire time they're hunting, and it takes a lot of forearm strength, and it drains a person, and then they can pull back and shoot anytime they need to. But yeah, I mean, bow hunting is just a special. The problem is like my left arm is so jacked up from like all the sprains and stuff from when I was a kid. I can't actually pull a bow back. Like, because my elbow will dislocate and it hurts really bad. And then my brother calls me a bitch.
Brothers are
that
for, man.
dude.
Bow
That
hunting
dude
bears is
probably
like spear
had-
hunting for a boar.
That dude
But-
probably had bear mace or something on him.
No, I've got a story.
He probably
I
had
was
a
coming home
gun
from
on him,
work
is
one
what
night.
happened when the bear hit
No,
him and he
because that
dropped
bear
his kid.
wasn't there behind him, and it wasn't on the ground either when he was running away.
Not that
He
you
probably had bear mace on him.
saw. No, he probably had a
No.
gun. He most likely had.
He
a
was
gun.
not that dude was not expecting a bear to show up.
It
But
doesn't.
you would be an absolute
I know that.
idiot.
I know it does not matter. Once that bear shows up, it's over. You're
Yeah.
hunting
You
bear
would be
once
an
or twice hunting you.
absolute idiot, though, if you did not. If you're gonna go out in the middle of nowhere and not have a friggin'
Yeah.
any kind of
You gotta have a gun.
Look,
And-
that bear.
And
was
so
staying
my
in
my
position.
brother is an avid bow hunter. My brother goes elk hunting every year. And can I give a special shout out on the stream? My brother actually, I don't know if you guys can pull it up, but ivoryholsters.com. My brother does custom Kydex holsters for pistols and stuff like that.
Oh,
He's got in so many different models. So if you guys do inside the waistband carry, outside the waistband carry, pack carry for hunting, my brother does. Yeah, Ivory Holsters.
Oh, okay.
See,
There we go.
there you go. There's your merch right there.
I need to look
You
this
were
up.
talking
is-
about wanting
Right
merch.
now.
Get you a-
Yeah.
drink was
That's
crazy.
it's that there's a different thing there. It's and here's the only reason I shout out to my brother is because he actually has good quality product. And I told my brother,
This is the right one.
I
yep,
usually
nope,
get
that's
mine
it.
from
That's
We
him.
the
That's
People.
him. Yeah,
Ivory
check it out.
Holsters.
Check out and go see the art gallery. Go out,
let's
go see the gallery. I don't remember. Fuck, but years ago he used to have stuff set up, but yeah,
Wow. Hey, let me check out the shop.
they're all
real quick,
hand
see what they
finished.
got going on. Wow, look at that.
Yep.
Really good stuff, actually.
But
I mean,
even my brother, avid bow hunter, always has a sidearm on him because he's like, you never know. Especially out where out in Colorado, he's like, you never know when a mountain lion shows up. And like,
Right.
it's really cool to like hear that story of that guy that like shoved his arm down the fucking mountain lion throat and like punched it in the face until the mountain lion like that. But like, also, I don't want to be that guy, right? The mountain lion shows up, you
Oh
draw
my
and just
God.
go tack, tack. And then the mountain, like, because you always hear these stories and they're just like, oh, that's a man. He shoved a fucking fist down the mountain lion throat. I'm like, yeah, he's also a dumbass. He didn't have a gun. Of course, that guy was also just hiking. But yeah, no,
in Colorado, you hike with a gun too.
no, you have to. You fucking
You
have to.
should. Yes.
You should. And
Yeah, I
like
live in
said,
Camirado right now. I know how. I know
where
how-
you live at? Wait, where you at?
Currently, I'm in Salt Lake City because I'm a truck driver, but
Well,
I live in Aurora, right outside of Denver.
okay. I don't want you to give like your specific location, but like, no, I used to do a lot of work. I actually, the cool part is I should be doing it like that business trip I did last week. I should actually be doing that same kind of business trip for, it's the same type of meeting, but in Denver in like July. So I'm hoping to work it out with my company where I basically just go out there and get a week vacation and do a couple of work things, and I'm out in Colorado for a week. So
Nice.
yeah, boy, there you go.
Ooh,
There
This
you
is
go,
my
Brad.
There
in
you go.
waistband holster that I use for my Glock 43.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you use the 43.
43X, sorry.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, it's from We the People. That's where I get mine from.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that brand. We the people. Yeah,
God,
yeah.
I'd have to go run up and get mine from that my brother's got that my brother sold me. But I will say this: I have actually tested his holsters in a different way because I went out and like I'm a big fucking airsoft. I love fucking playing airsoft. Like it's stupid fun. It's great fucking exercise.
Yes.
It's a
Yep, it
fantastic
is.
community.
It is.
And if you know the rules of gun ownership, you can actually practice all the gun safety stuff playing airsoft. And dude, I am not kidding you, man. My brother's holster that he gave me for one of my airsoft, well, he didn't give it to me. I bought it from him, but he specially designed one for one of my airsoft guns. And I slid down the side of mountains with that thing. Gun never came out.
Nice.
Not once. I mean, I abused the crap out of it. Slam into trees, slide down the side of mountains, never came off the belt, never detached, nothing, dude. It was fantastic. So I will sell my brother's holsters all day long because, and my brother, I think, still has the first holster that he ever made, like in a drawer, like next to his bed. At least years ago when I talked to him about it, and he goes, nobody else will ever see that holster but me. He goes, it was bad. He's like, it was just bad. It was not good. And he goes, and I see where he was a few years ago, and I see where he is now. And like, you guys want to, if you guys gun enthusiasts out there, you want to support a small business, it doesn't matter. If my brother didn't do good product, I wouldn't talk about his product because I saw where he started and I was like, and then when my brother started getting good, I was like, oh, like and my brother would do the same thing for me, right? If I suck at something, he's like, hey, dude, you need to make it worth my while. But like, yeah, my brother, if you guys know Exo Mountain Gear at all, Exo, if you look up Exo Mountain Gear, they are a company that actually contracted with him to do special pack carry holsters.
Oh, cool.
And so my brother actually ended up
add that to our normal like links that we drop.
Ivory holsters.
Yeah.
No, he busts his hump, man. He finally quit his job last year and went full time.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
yeah, we'll get some free advertisement.
So
free advertisement. Here we go.
But he, like I said, man, it's just, he shows on his Instagram and all that. Yeah, Exo Mountain Gear. They actually did pack carry holster. So that way you can, when you got your ruck in and you're rucking in to go, to go out to your spot, you can actually specially gave him special design so it could contour to the pack itself. And he worked with them I don't know if he still is contracted with them, but yeah, if you guys are hunters or fishers or anything like that, like Exo, they do some really, really fantastic packs. Get all that weight up over the shoulders, keep that off of your lower back. So that way you guys can go in and take the gear you need in. And I don't even know Exo that well. I just know that they worked with my brother, but I know their packs because I've seen them, but yeah.
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 You definitely add ivory holsters to our normal like thing there. Hell, copy it, send it to me. I'll get a,
I'm excited to make it.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, would you get me a beer?
Definitely some good looking stuff here, actually. Like I always thought about wanting to get into hunting myself, to be completely honest, just to get that experience.
In the fridge.
Know what that's like. But I know like all the hunting stuff would be like not just getting the right firearm, but getting the right gear when you're going out there and everything, knowing how to track and everything and all that stuff. But these packs actually look really cool. These pack systems look fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think definitely next time when I get a new handgun, I'm probably gonna look at ivory holsters. They look like they got good stuff.
He got to a point where, he hand finishes everything and he puts a shit ton of work into it. And like I said, I wouldn't, I actually have my belt setup is set up for an inner outer belt setup. If you guys know what that is. So I have the inner belt, obviously for Velcro style, or a hook and loop is what they call it. Then I have an outer belt that goes over to it. My outer belt is a Molly setup. Molly setup that I actually have his holster on. And once you hook that in together, dude, like it's such a smooth draw. And like I said, he's put a ton of work. I'd have to go upstairs and dig it out. But and I probably shouldn't hear, because even airsoft guns, they'd still get a little mad at me. But
such nonsense. Such fucking nonsense.
I know. Well, the issue is I guess some people have self-deleted on YouTube streams before. So
it's not my fault.
Don't disagree.
Not
But
my fucking problem.
but yeah, no. But that's one of the things, man, is you've always got to carry. And like the reason I made that whole change is like my brother, he knows when he's out bow hunting, he's got his secondary on his side. He's like, don't get me wrong. He's like, I'm good with a bow, but in a panic situation, he goes, I want to have something there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's like, I'm good with a bow when that deer is quite a ways away, but for some reason, a mountain lion shows up, and mountain lions are fast, and those
Yes,
things
they
will get
are.
on you before you realize that they're even there.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah. So just segueing into this, because I got a story myself. Quirky was on the phone with me when this happened. So I was coming home.
Is this the story from 2020?
I don't know. Which
Is this
story
right after the Tiger King thing?
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
hey, real quick plug. Carol Baskin killed her
The
husband.
fuck do I end up? Why did I show up to this shit?
Because you have fun here.
I do.
So now I was heading home from work on the interstate, and I'm ahead of me is a fucking cattle trailer with a fucking tiger in it. A fucking full-grown tiger that's awake, and it's just staring at me. It's just staring like at my lights, and I'm like, I don't want to have to kill my favorite animal. But I no longer want a tiger.
Dude,
The part that he's not telling you is that literally like 2 days before, he found out how much it actually costs to buy a tiger. And this was right after like all the stimulus stuff came out. And he went and had a conversation with his brother, and he goes, dude, we could buy a tiger.
What the hell, man?
I mean, but like also like it. I mean, you think of stuff like that, and you're just like, yeah, it'd be really cool, and then you realize like maybe I shouldn't do that.
Well,
Like, and here's the thing: is like I got out of that because like my wife always brings live things home, babies, cats, dogs. My wife always brings live things home, but. She always like if my wife looks at me and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring it home," like I can't take that as a fucking joke. She has white woman syndrome. If it's cute and adorable, she wants to bring it home. And here's my problem. I love my wife, and she knows exactly how much to push it before I really get pissed, right? She could bring the fucking thing home, and in 2 fucking days, if it's a female, whatever the fuck thing that she brings home, that thing will love me in a day and a half, and it will be my animal. I don't know why. She brings female things home, and they're just like, oh, your dad, you're the guy that's going to protect me. I'm going to chill with you. And like, I can't be mean to it because I don't believe in being mean to animals, and I'm not going to put it down because it's healthy. And so the only other option is take care of the fucking thing.
But anyway, so I'm in my car driving 70 miles an hour, and this fucking thing is looking at me, and I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna jump out of there. Like he's got that much space that it can jump through. I'm like, what is keeping that motherfucker in there? Like, I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna jump out of this thing and jump onto my car, and I'm gonna have to kill the motherfucker. Like, I don't want to have to kill my favorite animal, but I no longer want a tiger. Damn sure I don't want a tiger anymore. No.
That was the reason that I had to add the other half of the story, is because the whole damn sure I don't want a tiger anymore. Because literally I'm on the phone with him when this happens, right? And all I hear is, I don't want a tiger anymore.
All I'm saying is that Roll Tide was about to have an entirely different meaning once that tiger got into your car.
It's not even a
Roll
lie.
Tide.
That's not even a fucking
Crimson
lie.
Tide is the name, and yeah.
Alabama's the Crimson Tide. And they say Roll Tide, motherfucker. I know.
Yeah, it was about to have the literal meaning, yes. But I'm like, I'm looking down at my gun.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I gotta go get some grub and get ready for my trip back to Denver tomorrow.
Later.
Yeah, same here.
Hi.
Later,
Later,
guys.
Ron.
I need to do the bed thing. I'm
Yep, same.
I needed to do the bed thing, and you were like, Royce, quit being a bitch. Get in here. I was like,
We came in at a good time, Royce.
No,
Alrighty.
he missed a serious conversation.
well,
No,
dude, I was
don't
doing a
feel
game stream. I was doing a game stream. I promised some. I promised my subscribers that I would do the gaming streams, and like, I did it for a week, and then I got sick, and then life just happened, and
Royce was
When I-
better off handling the game stream than hearing about Ogre Dick. So yeah.
That woke him up.
Yeah.
So much
Well,
for bedtime now.
Okay, so I was doing a game stream. but
Hey,
I'll
look
give
at
you
that beer.
Yeah, man, I'll give you
that
context
Bud
on this one.
Ice.
I'll give you context on this one because I've given it 3 times already. So if YouTube hasn't demonetized my channel, hasn't fully nuked this channel yet, they're not going to off this video. So
That's what
I
she
was
said.
playing Fear and Hunger. I was blind playing a game, but I decided I was going to stream it on Discord instead of like live stream. Thank God. It's a survival horror like dungeon crawler game, and the first enemy in the fucking game, one of the first enemies in the game, is a fucking ogre that you run into, and then I'm like, that's a fucking dick. Like, Boo Rab was on the stream with me. Boo Rab was watching. He's like, man, what are you talking about? Because it was like 30-second delay there. What are you talking about? Oh, there it is. So this fucking ogre that was basically a fucking tripod. Just full on, and I'm like, what the fuck am I playing?
Dude, it was bigger than the ogre's fucking leg, bro.
Yeah.
You knew
And I'm
what
like,
you were playing. You knew what you were playing. You were
What she didn't realize is that was the ogre's club.
Ah! Oh, look! A
You were-
rock!
You were
But I'm just
afraid
like-
to admit it, but you had
Sorry,
hunger, you had
Quirky.
hunger for that dick.
Oh, God!
oh,
A rock!
No,
Like-
no.
that's a fucking dick, bro.
Oh, I'm so
reaction.
glad. I'm
Like-
so glad that I don't try out like rando games. Like I tell my I tell like all the gilded guys, I can't like I don't I feel like well they're my subscribers. Not I like they're my community now. Like it's fucking. But I tell them I'm like just as long as it doesn't get me flagged off of YouTube, and they're like no they're like we wouldn't tell you to do that.
Your insignificant others.
Oh dude, oh you were there for that?
Yeah, I was there for that stream. Yeah, I
that was
watching it.
hilarious, man.
It was.
That was hilarious. I
Oh my
love
God.
that.
And then somehow I'm the even more insignificant one because I wasn't able to get a membership gifted and everything. That was funny. That was funny.
Dude, that like yeah, some guy came in. I did something about the Steven Crowder and Daily Wire thing that was going on, and
Mhm.
this guy comes in and he comments, and I was like, because it was like, does this matter? Does it, And he was like, no, it doesn't matter. Kind of like your channel and your insignificant viewership. And I was like, so I know the guy's trying to like insult me, right?
Mhm.
But like he just insulted everybody who watches my insignificant viewership. And I was like, well, that's it, guys. You are insignificant. That's just how. And then just the rest of the stream is just like, we're the
Yep.
insignificants. They were coming up with.
We're the insignificant.
Yep.
It's freaking stupid.
It was hilarious.
So, I did actually want to say thank you guys so much for checking out the Star Shatter tabletop that we're doing. That was really cool to see other people like react to that in real time, other than just like in the chat, because it's really hard to tell. And then so that was really, really cool to see. I really appreciate that you guys did that. That was fun.
Hey, you're welcome, man. You're one of us. Like we shout out Ronan and Boo Rad all the time, and like if Boo Rad was to play a fucking Boo Rad plays with us, Ronan plays with us, so I don't really have anything to do on theirs, other than just EFAP them, when they do a video every now and then. But Ronan don't do YouTube yet. Ronan do YouTube.
Yay.
All right.
Why?
Quit-
Why
quit-
are you
Guess I'm
gay?
gay now. Damn.
But
Wow.
like,
You're
I mean,
sitting, Ronan, you're sitting.
Insignificant and gay.
Like-
Insignificant and gay,
You're
man.
sinning in the
Like,
eyes of the
insignificant
Lord.
gay.
are
Yeah.
like, you're one of us, bro. You are one of us, and we actually share a community.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of yours come to mine. A lot of mine go to yours now. So, I'm like, why not? I'm like,
Well-
I don't have anything that I react to. I don't review anything. So I'm like, why not? Just
No,
react
that
to
was and what was so cool is this is like I didn't realize it was going to be like the group in there just like checking out some stuff. I was like, damn, like that's because it's not just like one person like reacting to stuff. Like I sit there and then all of a sudden everybody's laughing at some shit, and I'm just like, wow, that's great. Like, you know, to know that, because it's weird still for me to do the internet thing, because I've been the type of person, like I avoided a camera for, like, my parents don't have like a picture of me from the time I was like 10 or 12 until I was like 18.
Tell me about it.
Like, cameras come out, dude, and I fucking disappeared. Like, you know, and my wife, my wife is the only woman on the planet and the only person on the planet who can steal food off my plate and get me in a fucking picture. Like, you know, and so, you know, for me, it's still weird to even though I've been doing the YouTube thing since like 2017 with different channels and stuff, but like, it's still kind of weird to be on channel and to see somebody actually react to it and like, oh wow, like I can actually get feedback with how this looks and how it sounds and you know, I mean, even like some of the things that I thought initially, like I thought like Black Knight was leading a little bit long in the tooth in the intro, but like first rule of my table, or especially on my channel, is you respect the DM. And that goes for me too. Like, you respect the DM, period. And
that shit does not happen on our channel.
No, I wouldn't respect Darkish either. Fuck that shit.
We killed Mothra, dude. He killed
Yes,
Mothra.
we did. We killed
That was some
Mothra.
bullshit. That was some
I killed
bullshit.
Mothra.
Which I think is funny, considering that I've done more damage to bad guys than any of you, and I'm the squishiest.
That's true.
I hazard to say no on that one.
Well, it's just like, yeah, but no, but like
Okay,
that was
we're
one
not,
of the
we're
things.
not starting this argument here.
Yeah, no, I could, dude. I was listening to that and I was like, "Fuck Darkish." I was like, I was building a fucking desk at the time, but no, but no, it was really cool to see, like, you know, and like as you guys were doing this, like, and you kind of laughing along and like, oh, this was funny. I was like, because I didn't think about it because I was into the game, and you know, so I wasn't thinking about some of the funny parts, and when you guys are just laughing at shit, and like all of a sudden people are just like, nope, the hamster's my favorite, love the fucking hamster. I'm just like,
Yandere fell in love with that fucking hamster, bro.
Oh, dude.
See, look, me as a person who's played the like the leader character before and stuff like that, I'm like, man, I'm digging the hamster, but the captain is my favorite character. I empathize with the captain. I can't help it. I already fucking know where it's gonna go with that fucking hamster. Like,
well, and I feel like you may know where it's gonna go, but like, again, the biggest thing that really set us all straight is Black Knights goes, look, we're not doing any of that evil character shit. This is a wholesome universe. We're the heroes. We act like heroes. That don't mean that we can't get brutal at times, right? So we, you know, but he goes, that's not how I run my games. He goes, we're good guys. We're fighting on the side of good. That don't mean we can't cuss. We can't have some fun. We can't get drunk. We can't, you know, he goes, but we're good guys. That's what we do. That's how we act. And all of us kind of going into that, you know, that set the tone for us. And that was, and it's like, okay, I have these restrictions to work within. And what was really cool is as soon as I knew the restrictions I had to work in, I was like, well, I know exactly the character that I'm going to play. I don't have to feel the character out. I know exactly the type of character. Yeah, maybe I had to feel out like the scenes and stuff like that. But, you know, and especially like in the second session, I actually apologized off screen to the guys. I was like, hey guys, sorry, I didn't mean to, like, because I took up a lot of the second session just because of how it all played out, because my character was like getting information from people, and my character was walking around talking to the crew and all that stuff. And it was really, really interesting to see how I would handle my character and what I wanted to do. And then how Black Knight ended up doing some kind of role that fucking helped me out. I still don't quite know how that worked. Hey, buddy. Hey, come here for 2 seconds. Darkish, you care if a kidlet shows up on your stream or no?
Nah, I don't care.
All right, come here. Yeah, I know. You always bust your knee. You're a klutz. Come here. Come here. Come on, get in here.
Hi.
That's my
Hey,
boy.
buddy.
Hello there.
Yep, that's my boy.
Hello.
What up?
And then you talk right
Man,
here.
you got
Talk right here.
there.
There's my microphone.
Hi.
Hello.
How you doing there?
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Oh,
Your
very
dad's
good.
cool. Your dad's
Your
cool
dad-
people.
Your dad is an
All right.
awesome man.
Hey,
There.
you got to go to bed, buddy. You got to get some rest, okay?
I know.
All right. I love you.
Mm.
Go.
Have
Right,
fun
go to bed.
talking to Dad.
Oh, we will.
Oh,
We
Oh,
will.
we certainly will.
Right.
He's so cute.
He tells me, he goes, "Hey Dad, I noticed that one of your Master Chiefs, his hand was broken." And he goes, I wanted it to look cool. So I went and I got some of my Legos and I built a gun to make it look like his hand wasn't broken. So
Oh,
let's go the other way.
Yeah. That's
Alright.
that's the
So-
scope.
But yeah. Kid, it's falling apart. But anyway, but
Yeah, I
yeah, he built a
I
gun.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Lego
Yeah.
ingenuity at its finest.
Oh, dude, he's awesome. He's great.
remember I did that a lot when I was younger too. I was really obsessed with Legos.
Oh, dude,
Do
he's
all
got a
kinds of
ton of them.
things.
He's got a ton of them. It's like every birthday out at Christmas. He's like, no, he's got a Darth Vader head he's built. He's always building robots and shit. He's had the Hulk Buster. He had the Iron Man Hulk Buster. Then he had the War Machine Hulk Buster. Then he pulled both of those apart and put them both together.
All right, guys, I need to get going.
Yeah,
Later,
See you
that's
guys
like,
later.
yeah. Why did you guys let me talk this long? I also have to get going.
All right, bye bye.
Yeah, I really do got to have dinner now. Actually, yeah.
That's a thing.
It was good talking to you guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye,
Later,
buddy.
Quirky.
Later, Quirky. But my long-winded version of thank you guys so much for checking out and like giving the live. Like that was really cool. Like that
Yeah,
was
you're welcome, man.
that was-
Anytime.
that was super cool.
Like I said,
So,
I'm gonna do it we're gonna do it every week. I don't know what day it's gonna be. It may not be Wednesday every day, but every week.
Right.
But we may do it random times.
oh, you're cool.
But yeah, we'll definitely do it because we enjoyed it. It was funny and it was interesting seeing like kind of a functional group for me.
It's funny for me because I've never played D&D before. I've been invited to people's games and stuff, but I've never actually played. So seeing someone who actually like understands how to like play the game and role play and all that stuff was pretty helpful, I have to say.
I was really surprised when because I was tuning in when I could and they were like, dude, the accent's really good, Royce. And I was just like, really? I was like, that's not remotely close to as good as it used to be. I was really humbled by that.
Oh no,
It
and we made a lot of fun. We made fun of it a lot. Like,
Oh,
outrage.
It vaguely reminded me of like Colin Farrell and Daredevil for some reason.
Like I said, I am full of Brad Pitt, the Devil's Own.
It was yeah, well, so the funny thing is that's, and I gotta get going. My voice is going out. I think the kids gave me the plague or something, but
Oh no.
like it's a mixture between, so my mom's family, a lot of my mom's family is from Newfoundland, Canada, and they actually have a very, very similar accent to the Irish because they were mostly populated by Ireland back in the day. And then God bless it. Oh, it's going out faster than I thought it was. And obviously I'm a big Boondock Saints fan, but that's more of like a Boston Irish accent. And then so like, you know, to pull that off all of a sudden, you kind of sound like a little bit of a mix of all of them. And it's just, you know, and my mom was funny as she'd get around her family and like my mom, and she'd start to like the accent would seep into like, you know, and so all of a sudden my mom would sit there and say, "Can you give me a Coke out of the fridge?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, what did you say, Mom? How exactly did you say that?" And she goes, "What?" I'm like, "You want a Coke?" And she goes, "Shut up." It was funny. So it's a lot. The reason I do that one is because it's kind of inspired a lot by like my family and stuff like that. But my voice is apparently rapidly deteriorating, and
Yeah.
we're gonna see how this goes tomorrow night on Iron Age Nights.
Oh,
The show must go on, ladies and gentlemen.
I sent you some inspiration on Twitter.
Right. Oh, hey, Darkish.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this because I'm like narcissistic and shit. I want to help you grow your channel,
Mhm.
and I got some ideas for you, but like you're gonna have to do like a lot of work. But like hit me up in private, and I want to give you some ideas of like, just a couple things you could do help grow the channel. Oh,
If he doesn't
Don't
die
die-
first,
Don't die first, Royce.
Yeah.
no, I got 4 kids at this point. I've had every plague on the planet. It's fine.
Before we go, I found this old picture because of Ronan and his
Uh-huh.
going by the name Ronan and the Crusader.
Okay.
So
boy,
I found
here we
this out,
go.
and I just wanted to point this out real quick.
Okay.
So Victorian England went from 1837 to 1901. The
Okay.
American Old West was 1803 to 1912. The Meiji Restoration in Japan was 1868 to 1912. And the French Presbyterian French Presbyterian in the Gulf of Mexico ended at about 1830. So the conclusion is an adventuring party consisting of a Victorian gentleman thief, an Old West gunslinger, a disgraced former samurai, and an elderly French pilot is actually 100% historically plausible.
Darkish, make that fucking game happen.
That needs to be a game.
Straight up, dude. Oh, dude,
I'm-
I'd do the Doc Holiday voice in a
Okay.
fucking heartbeat.
Darkish makes the game. I'll make the comic book.
Oh, dude. That would be fucking incredible. Well, it would be, and you would have to do it in the vein of like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. You guys remember
See,
that fucking?
Yep,
I
exactly
have-
what I was
You-
thinking.
Yep.
I have a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen game. I actually have one ready to go whenever.
Yeah, but like you got to do like.
Well,
you gotta
I'm
do
saying
that thing.
that you can do that thing
Yeah.
with.
No, and then you got to get the like. Oh, dude, I would totally play the cowboy. I would. Well, I'd probably have to rock paper scissors some motherfuckers for the cowboy, but like I'd do the Doc Holiday voice like in a heartbeat for that. That'd be great.
I don't think anyone here is weeb enough, so I'll just
do the
choose the
pirate.
disgraced samurai.
You're the only one who would want to be a disgraced samurai.
Well, yeah,
Most of them
obviously.
actually
Yeah,
ended
yeah,
up being that, though. If you actually know the history of the samurai, most of them actually ended up being that.
Yep.
Like keep in mind, like the samurai weren't exactly good guys, but when Japanese nobility started to get short on cash and organized militaries became a thing, privatized militaries were out. So believe it or not, a lot of samurai actually ended up becoming ronins and mercenaries. Because they would get disowned by their lords because the privatized military, because and then even to the point where they would be arrested and thrown in jail if they were shown to have a katana and a short whatever the short sword was of a samurai, because just how the culture changed.
Well, I mean, you're exactly right. Like creative Assembly, the guys who make the Total War games, they did the whole game Fall of the Samurai.
Yeah.
Expansion for Shogun. So absolutely, because the thing is too, that wooden armor that's really good to stop, katanas and everything. It doesn't do very well when a Gatling gun comes into play.
Well, and that's one of the things is there were a lot of samurai were actually up with the times and with technology, and there were samurai out there that would use guns.
Yep.
If there was like people are like, oh, samurai would no, shut the fuck up. You don't know history. Like samurai that were on horseback. We're on horseback with muskets and with I don't know if they quite
Matchlock
had.
rifles.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were doing that all the way back with
They were
Nobunaga
pretty well.
Oda, because
Yeah.
that was part of Nobunaga's big thing of what made him conquer so much of Japan
Oh,
as
yeah.
fast as he did, is because he had the firing lines.
Oh yeah.
See, one of the
Got
biggest
gin powder.
misconceptions with samurai is that like a lot
Guys.
of people think, oh, they only run around using swords and everything. No, a samurai's main weapon is
minute.
supposed to be its bow. That's
Yep.
that's their
Hey,
main
Crazy.
weapon. They would use a
I just-
bow. The only later crazy. The only time a samurai would be using their sword is if they got chucked off their horse and now they're being surrounded by enemy forces, which means, oh shit, I really fucked up. I got to pull this sword out. They have to train with like multiple weapons, but their bow is always their primary weapon because they're fighting on horseback.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the same thing too, where people think a knight is some big, slow, plottering motherfucker. Like, no.
No,
The same thing with like a katana. Like katanas get overrated. Like, oh, they folded it so many times. Yes, because their steel was dog shit.
yeah, yep.
It's so. But yeah, I would 100% play the pirate. I'll be
Okay, all right,
pirate.
all right.
Ro-
So-
ro-
Yeah, this definitely has to be a thing now.
So
Now
what
that he
does that
mentioned
mean?
it.
All right, so if
So-
Crazy's the gunman, I'll be the pirate. Oh, so Burad gets to be the gentleman.
Oh wow. I could do that. I could do
The
that.
young gentleman.
Mm.
How do you do, my lady? No.
He's the
Oh,
he's
God.
the he's the Victorian gentleman thief.
Oh, a thief. Oh boy.
You gotta
I don't know
go
how
for
I
a
feel about
British
playing a
Cockney
thief.
accent, or maybe you could like pull off sounding like Stewie Griffin.
No. See, if you're a gentleman, you don't do Cockney. You do not do Cockney if you're a gentleman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but see,
good
this
point.
this is a gentleman thief from an American perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Never mind then.
100%
How you doing, mate?
All
How you doing?
right. On that note, I do gotta get some dinner before I go to sleep. So I'll talk to you guys later, man.
Later.
All right.
So,
Yeah. And then number
I'll
3.
do it. I mean, I'll fucking do it. Just
Too many fucking games out there.
Yep.
Boo rad. There's always more games to play. That's the
I
thing.
know.
There's always more games.
Yes.
No.
And every game comes to a stop at some point anyway.
Well, we never finish them, so how can they
Brad,
come
you don't
to a
know.
st-
Brad, you are too new to know shit about not finishing a game yet. Okay, I just want you to know that you are too damn new for that. Okay,
Damn.
I have started more games and ended more games and not started games than you have even thought about existing.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. He's like, I have underwear that is older than your life.
What the fuck?
I definitely have a couple shirts that are older than your life.
You probably do. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
I threw one away yesterday.
That's-
It was a
that's
Darth
not-
Vader
that's
shirt I
not- that's
found
not
that
the
I had
point
as a
I'm arguing.
teenager. Okay.
I don't care about your shirts. I care about finishing a goddamn
Well,
D&D game.
we are going to finish a goddamn D&D game,
Still,
but
Are we?
that's the question.
speaking as one of the few people who have actually finished one of my games. Okay.
We finished an act of one of the games.
Okay. Same thing. Same fucking thing. Okay. We finished an act of one of the games.
Yes, it
Okay.
ended. It ended with
You are tied with everybody else who has finished a fucking game of mine
we are
because of that.
where we ended in that game too was with an Imperial trooper that has narcolepsy, still passed out on that ship probably. A Togruta pilot that can't fly, even though she has all the skill to actually do it. An Imperial trooper that can't shoot, which is par for the course, but can hit when his life depends on it, and no other time. And a pissed off pureblood Sith that got found out by the Emperor because of some shenanigans while we were stuck on Korriban.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Shenanigans.
Shit.
Technically, you finished Frostburn too.
Oh, well, okay, so if we technically finish Frostburn, then the technically finishes that the monk beat the shit out of everyone, left them for dead, waited until they were dead, and then went home.
Yes, that is the ending to that game because everybody fucking died except the monk. Okay,
I don't know. If
that is the ending to that game because there is no more to that game. The people died. The fucking protagonists all got killed by the monk because the rest of the party fucked up.
Yep.
that bad, huh?
Yes.
You also don't. I mean, that's one of the players was actually killed in combat in
At
PvP.
best, you can hope for a natural stopping point for the game so that we can move on to something else and come back to the game again. That's what you can hope for at best with most games. Because like I get frustrated as fuck being a DM.
I know.
Yes.
I bet you do.
Yes. I get fucking irritated. Well, quick being a DM. And I'm a forever DM. I prefer to DM over play because playing pisses me off even more.
I'm surprised you haven't kicked me and Ronan out yet. He's thinking about it now.
So, I mean, like, if a game
Motherfucker, don't make me.
like if a game pisses me off to the point where I just straight up end it, like then I'm moving on so that I can probably come back to it at some point when I'm not pissed off at it. Okay. So if I end a game just all of a sudden, like, okay, guys, we're not playing this week. You know, last week was a fucking nightmare, and this week is not going to be. Royce, go to fucking bed.
Because isn't that what happened with one of like the first game I joined on with you guys? Like
Yeah, pretty
it
much.
pissed you off so bad we just stopped the game.
Yes.
What was that? Oh, Grim Fates. It was Grim Fates.
Grim Fates.
That's
Well,
right.
Grim Fates is also special. It's my baby. That is my masterpiece.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Because I not only finished one part of that game, I finished that game for 2 seasons. Okay. We're talking 3 years of gaming on one system. I only took a 3-month break
Wow.
between the 2 seasons. Okay, so that one is my baby. That is my masterpiece right now because it's gone. It's continued. This one was a but
You're my dad.
Yeah, so Grim Fates is my masterpiece as far as it goes. And that's for any story I've ever written, ever told, other than L5R. Because I have a story there that's been completed to a natural end. L5R is another of my masterpieces. But if a game ends like abruptly, that's because I am so fucking pissed off that I can't. If I continue to run it, I will never go back to that game again. Like that's how it goes. I will stop playing that game completely. I pushed myself too far with Ronan, go the fuck to bed.
You too, motherfucker.
like, damn. That's my purse. I don't know you.
I gotta get off to go to bed. Sits and chats.
Yeah, right.
He may call himself Ronan the Crusader, but his real name is Ninja the Saracen.
I'm having soup. Fuck your soup. Go to bed.
But yeah, like so. I will end games abruptly. Like sometimes I will. I'm not doing that with anything that I'm. All right. Okay. All right, Royce. But like if I end a game abruptly, like that's just because I don't want to hate that fucking system.
Right.
Right. I just need time to actually cool off from that game before I go back to it.
To be fair, I'm actually very surprised you chose that game for the first one for me to be in.
Well, it was World of Darkness. It's easy to learn.
Mm.
And I was already about to run it. I'm just like, hey, do you want to learn D&D? You want to play? You know, this is D&D. So I don't claim to be Royce.
You're still not my dad.
I'm not used to my chat being so disrespectful like you are. I'm not used to my chat doing that, Royce. Yes. And Rambunctious is like pure fucking chaos burning down the fucking village. Rambunctious.
Yes. Which is exactly what happened in Grim Fates.
And I don't do that.
You know, I fully approve of the children fighting. I fully approve of it. Like let them fight. They learn not to real quick.
Yeah.
I am a full advocate for PvP.
I will engage in the PvP.
Mm-hmm.
I have engaged in the PvP.
Mm-hmm. But no, it's just like a lot of it just comes from like certain players that I've had in the past, like not getting along with each other, or the fucking Mandalorians. My God, the fucking Mandalorians. Like, that's the only game I've had where I hated everybody that was involved in it. Just about. I despised.
I was about to say, at least he said just about, and not me.
No, just specific people from this group. Like, I could not stand them. My players actually don't murder the shit out of people. Like, they murder shit out of each other, but they don't murder the shit out of like NPCs.
I think next time we play Kaiju Born, I'm just gonna like walk up to Ronan and like start a fight with him, just because I can.
Do it. I mean, it derails the fucking game.
Fuck it.
But
listen here, Johto Jaiba. You looked at me funny.
I'm gonna start calling them like Joe 1, Joe 2, and Joe 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of Joes in the game, isn't there?
Yep. It sounds almost like we're in Trailer Park Boys.
Do it, turtle ass motherfucker. All right, motherfucker. Listen here, you Godzilla looking ass bitch. All right, let's go.
Boo Rat has to stop getting narcolepsy during the fucking games.
Dude, I'm sorry, dude. Last week, I am so sorry.
And the
man.
week before.
I don't know what happened, bro. I
Like-
conked out, man.
Like just passes out in the middle of the fucking game, doesn't tell anybody.
I'm surprised I wasn't snoring, man.
Right, and then
Because you somehow you mute yourself every time you pass out.
mm-hmm.
I don't know how you do it, but it's
I
like,
don't
when we-
either, man. I fucking I like I said, I woke up. It had to have been at least 10:30,
What's up, Asher?
11 o'clock. Somehow reason everything was off in my room. I think my power went out. Is I think what happened. And I woke up-
Boo Rat, I want you to know that you are super fucking white right now. I think it's because that light is behind you, but
Oh,
you are
hold on.
super fucking white. Like you are like albino white, dude.
Damn.
Oh. Like that color is overcorrecting a lot right now.
How's
He's
that?
basically what he's saying is if we doubled you, we'd have the albino twins from the
That's
Matrix
better.
Revolutions.
Is that better? Okay. I
Or
can also
reloaded.
turn my thing down. But dude, fucking I literally woke up, I think it was 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. My power must have gone out, and I woke up with a massive puddle of fucking drool on my desk. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, I mean, are my games that boring that you are going to fall asleep during the game, man?
I
Really?
don't know what happened.
So I've noticed something. Ever since
I'm
his
so
character
sorry.
became more human, he's been falling asleep. We need to go back to full turtle.
Yeah.
I need to
we
go
might
back
need
to
to-
full turtle.
We might need to commit to full turtle by this point. Like just get the turtle from Finding Nemo, and that's now his character.
He's fucking Master Oogway over here, just taking a fucking nap
I'm
for no fucking reason.
sorry.
Like, oh, I'm suddenly dead, but I'm gonna be in every fucking movie.
So sorry.
Oh,
I will make sure it does not happen in the next
Wait,
one.
wait,
I will,
you know
like,
what? I
slap
have
myself silly.
I have new Gamera right here. Yep, this is now new Gamera.
Oh no.
Yep.
Where are you posting it?
Into the one thing.
Oh
There you go.
fucking hell.
There you go. That's now new Gamera.
All right, let me share this real quick so chat can see what's up. This is it. This is confirmed. Confirmed. Confirmed Gamera.
You can see it too, Darkish. That is now new Gamera.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty dope, actually. Fucking Master Oogway Gamera with a huge ass sword. I did.
Yep.
Oh,
God damn.
yeah, like the Kaiju Born game, it's there for fun. It's there for goofing off, whatever. You know.
So if I
most of
fall
us get-
asleep, it's not that big a deal then, huh?
No, I mean we're gonna make fun of you, but other than that, no, it's not. It's not
So
that
here's
big a
what
deal.
you need to do. If you ever feel yourself falling asleep, just say Gamera sinks into his shell. That way we can just kick you along like a hockey puck.
That dude, you know what? That works. That actually works. And I think I'm not gonna lie. I think it was because
Like
of
Eric is the most disappointed because he wants to do that combo with you so bad.
oh, I'm sorry, Eric, to let you down. I'm sorry.
Like,
I think it might have been because I was listening to Zach talk. Like, no disrespect to Zach, but sometimes when he talks, it's
All the
very
bubble out.
monotone. It's very monotone, and it just kind of goes on and on and on and on sometimes. So
Ew.
I'm sorry,
Shots
man.
fired in public.
Oh,
It's no disrespect to Zach. I mean, Zach's a good guy and everything. It's just that monotone voice just got to me, I think.
All right, here. Whenever you feel yourselves falling asleep, I'll have Shar walk up to you. So, Turtle, tell me, when's the last time you've seen your dick?
oh.
Does
It was
ever
on the
answer-
ogre. It was on the ogre.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It won't happen again, Narkish. I'll make
Oh,
sure
no,
it doesn't
no,
happen.
no,
I'll have him reach over and just knock on the shell and so tell me, Turtle.
It's all good.
If
See,
I-
see,
if
the
I
thing
make
is,
this
I don't
sound-
know. I don't know if somebody's getting pissed off during my games or not until the game is over. I really have no fucking, or unless some shit happens and game is broken all of a sudden, and then there's an argument, and then my YouTube channel is going to go dead for a minute. right. So if that happens and I realize, oh, this ain't in character, click, like technical difficulties going to show up.
So you
But
said that now everyone's
off,
gonna be ready
War.
for whenever there's technical difficulties. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh shit, oh shit." Anytime, just because Boo Rad forgets to share audio.
Every time.
but like I mean it happens. Like with D&D groups, it happens, and we're live doing it.
I know
Right.
that's the worst part, and I'm falling asleep on your
And I'm
fucking stream.
like we're live. You're falling asleep. I'm always expecting a fucking fight to break out. I've
It makes
been
it more
conditioned-
entertaining. That's for certain.
Huh?
I mean,
Makes it more entertaining.
Not that kind of fight, Boo Rad. Not
Oh.
not that kind of fight. Like
Oh,
I'm expecting, and this is just from my conditioning through bad D&D groups. Okay, is that shit always hits the fan, and you got to be ready for it, right? Because I've been in terrible role playing groups. Atra has 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Quirky has 2. Zach has 2. Zach has been a huge problem too, and so sometimes, but Volk's been in them. You and Ronan are looking at this through like new glasses, right? Y'all can
Mhm.
see. Y'all don't see the problems with it that older players see, like that we know can happen from D&D.
right.
From just role playing, just whatever. Problems can happen. Okay. And a group that seems like it can get along very well actually does it. And stuff like that. So I'm kind of jaded from it, from my years of playing. Yeah, Eric too. I forgot about Eric for a second there. Sorry, Eric. I thought you were in bed anyway. But yeah, Eric, I'm sure Eric has
Go to bed,
seen
motherfucker.
But what I'm saying is there's one common factor that everybody I mentioned has in common, and that's me. I've been in all of these groups with them.
I am so sorry.
Okay.
That's because I
So-
only played with you, motherfucker.
Well, still, you know what I'm saying? I'm extending it from not just D&D, but role play in general there after too. So
I know.
terrible fucking groups.
Mm.
All right. And I've always had the worst fucking groups when I'm a player and not the DM. Okay. So I have committed myself to being the forever DM because of that.
Oh,
Because at the very least, if I can either save the group or save the game, I'm going to choose to save the group. Okay. If I have to, if the game is the problem, then the game ends. Before I end up hating the group or the game or whatever. If the game is the problem, if a single player is the problem, then I try to work with them, because I haven't had just not anymore. I don't have the the fucking nightmare players, that you reread horror stories about. I don't have those. I just have assholes like Astra.
I'm not an asshole. I'm a dick, and I fuck assholes.
Oh,
Okay.
It's the Team America saying,
yeah.
Those guys over there, they're the pussies. Those guys, and sometimes pussies get mad because dicks fuck 'em. But dicks also fuck assholes.
But
And the dicks didn't fuck the assholes just get shit all over everybody.
this one is the worst. But I've had I haven't really had the problem with murder hobos, right? Like
What's
people
that?
who a murder hobo. Oh, okay. So
Yeah, Darkish, you got to remember.
Yeah.
I'm brand new to this realm.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna explain a murder hobo to you. Okay, so you play Skyrim, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever just decided that one day, like, you're gonna just murder an entire town in Skyrim and then
Oh, yeah, all the time.
reload it?
Okay,
All
you're a
the
murder
time.
hobo.
Or you played Grand Theft Auto? Period.
Yeah.
There's no more to that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. What you do in Grand Theft Auto? What you do in Skyrim when you want to just have some fun with
Mhm.
Skyrim and not
Mhm.
focus on the story? You're like, I'm not gonna save this. I'm just gonna fucking murder this town
Yes.
and reload it later.
Right.
Yes, murder hobo.
Oh, I see.
Think of
Okay.
that in D&D
How the fuck would you do that?
very easily,
What- you have-
very fucking easily.
I don't understand how that would
Okay.
even be permitted.
Because some people like to watch the world burn, but most of the time, once you get one in the game, you don't really realize it until after they're already doing shit in the game.
Okay.
Okay, so like say somebody says, I'm gonna make a rogue. Okay, all right, make a rogue. There's a town guard in front of you. What do? I stab him in the fucking face.
Oh, that shit. Okay, I
Are
got
you
you.
sure? Yes. Okay. All right. I'm a paladin. This village doesn't worship the same god I do. I smite all of them. I murder everybody in town.
I got you. It's that type of shit. Okay.
Yes. I'm a bard. I want to fuck the dragon.
That's weird.
The face.
Wait. Speaking of, I found it.
Did you fuck a dragon?
No, there's a short.
Oh.
Short. I just gotta
Yeah,
find it.
well, that's still interesting because as the DM, why would you just permit that? Permit just stabbing anybody and everything? Is it just because you just want to see them fuck around?
Okay,
or-
so
like
it's
I
not-
would think you would have the power to just say no, you can't do that. You, gotta
you
talk
very
to 'em."
much do.
Okay.
But think about it like this. Okay, so most D&D before
Mhm.
in the before 4 times. Eric knows what I'm talking about.
way before times.
In edition 1, no.
in the before 4 times was not played on internet. It was not played
Oh.
in a place where you could just
Right.
kick somebody out of a group. It was played with your friends.
Well, you throw them out of your house.
What if you're in their house and you're just DMing?
Well, I would never DM in someone else's house.
But
Okay,
There-
so if there was a boo red that would DM in somebody else's house,
we're going multiverse theory here. So, but no. You are in somebody else's house. You're the
Okay.
dungeon master, though.
Okay.
Okay, it's their house, and they decide that they want to start fucking murdering everything. What do you really do? You say, okay, the game's over. Blah blah blah. Are you going to ruin a friendship over something that happens in Dungeons and Dragons? Like
Interesting.
not internet
That's-
friends. Not
No,
not
I
internet friends,
understand. I understand.
Like people you had to go. Like say you were in school, for example.
Well-
would you ruin a friendship with people that you're friends with over Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, here's something. If you establish those rules prior to starting the game, and said friend violated those rules, that friend isn't really a friend because they don't respect you to begin with. In that case, I would say yes, fuck that guy if he's not even going to respect my rules. That's just me. But if those rules weren't established and he does it, well, then you don't really have a leg to stand on because nothing was established prior to going in.
Exactly. Okay, so that's the key thing right there.
If nothing was established going in, then I would have to permit it because it is what it is at that point.
Right. So you end up 10 sessions into a game that you don't even know if the people you're with are having fun at it or not. Okay. But they're doing it. They're fucking murder hoboing their way through this game. Okay.
I understand.
And like I said, I play games where you've had to use the bodies of your former character as a ladder to get out of a dungeon.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's tragic.
You had to fill up a fucking dungeon enough with the bodies of your dead characters. Because I've had DMs like that. I've had DMs who were murder hobos, who were against the players. Right? So I am not actively against my players. I am with them in it. I'm telling you, they're telling the story with me.
Well, I think a good DM would be that. I wouldn't think a DM would start a game and then say "fuck the players" and go do what he wants to do. If that's the
some
case,
of them are antagonistic. They think they are playing the enemies, and they are. They're playing the enemies, but they forget that it's a role playing game, not a board game. They forget that they're not playing Monopoly as the banker. They are the DM. It is their job to, or I prefer the storyteller, right? From World of Darkness, that's what it's called. It's the storyteller. I prefer that one. And now in World of Darkness, the game itself has rules against being a murder hobo. If you break these rules, then you're going against the meta plot. If the DM allows you to do it, you're going against the meta plot. But at the same time, let's say you're a vampire and a human finds out that you're a vampire. What do you do about it?
Say that one more time.
Okay, so let's say you're playing Vampire the Masquerade.
Okay.
And one of the rules in the game is you got to protect the masquerade, which is the rules that the vampires go by. Okay, so one of those is you don't let humans know that you exist.
Okay.
Okay, so a human finds out that you're a vampire. What do you do?
Oh shit! Fuck.
There's a couple ways to handle it, but what's the easiest way, Atra? I'm not even asking him because he's done it before, but what's the easiest way to get rid of the human knowing?
He's muted.
Atra, you're muted.
You call it if you're a venture, you dominate their minds, or you do Tremere and you sort of do what little you can to control them, or the best or the most efficient and surefire way is you call the nearest Nosferatu and you make them disappear, and then you owe the Nosferatu.
Derek answered it.
Kill the person.
Well, no.
I said easiest way. I said easiest way. First is the easiest way. That's kill them. The second way.
I wouldn't say that's the easiest just because you're so that's perspective difference, because I wouldn't say it's the easiest way because you're fucking with the beast then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes, but you get what I'm saying though. Just flat out killing the human is one of the easiest ways to do it. The alternative way the second way is to do what he just said there. You dominate, you make them forget, blah, blah, blah. You make them disappear. Nosferatu, which means the Nosferatu are the ones that killed him.
Or you gaslight the shit out of the human.
Yes. Or the third way, you turn them into a ghoul. Which is basically, you ever seen Dracula?
No.
Which one?
Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like the 90s one. Any of them work because they all have Renfield in them.
Well, Dracula 2000 doesn't, I don't think.
Well, Dracula 2000 is the future. That don't count. That's future Dracula. Any of them with Renfield in
Dracula problem.
Like,
it's a different universe.
But Renfield he's a bug eater. Like they're actually making a movie about that fucking character. It's going to be coming out later this year. But Nicolas Cage is playing Dracula, so I may watch it. But
Okay.
so Renfield, he's Dracula's slave, but he eats bugs, all that shit. That's a ghoul in this game. So you can turn them into a ghoul and not break the masquerade. Blah blah blah. You know, you just basically create a slave.
Oh, okay.
You create a blood slave, basically, without turning him into a vampire.
Oh,
so
I see.
Like, Vampire the Masquerade is a very like it's supposed to make you question your morals. As far as it goes, if you're playing Path of Humanity, if you're playing some other fucking thing, then if you're playing some other fucking thing, then you don't have humanity. So
interesting.
But at the same time, like, well, that's the it's one of those things where it runs into the intent of it. But I mean, if you're a decent person, you're really not gonna run into too many moral quandaries, even if you do play.
Yeah. I mean, it only becomes a question of a lot of times it becomes a question of the player's morals more often than it does anybody else's. Like the player's personal choices can make one of those games a fucking nightmare to run. Like, depending on how they want to play, you know, and what was established to start. Like, if you're starting, say, you're Camarilla, right? You're a Camarilla vampire. That means you follow the masquerade. You don't let humans, you know, you don't really fuck with humans except for food. You know, you don't kill them unless you have to, stuff like that. You know, but if you're a Sabbat, then all those morals go out the window. Right, that's an evil campaign if you're playing Sabbat. It's just a different faction of vampires in it. I Werewolf the Apocalypse, you know what side you're on. You know, it's furry eco-terrorist game. That's the easiest way to describe it, but describing it entirely wrong at the same time.
Wow, that's weird.
The furry eco-terrorist game. You're a werewolf that's protecting Earth.
That's a much more accurate way to say it.
Well, I mean, this is the accurate way. You're a werewolf that is protecting Earth because you were created to protect Earth from a giant spiritual eldritch abomination that wants to destroy everything. And you have to deal with your rage.
Oh,
like,
wow.
You have to deal with rage is getting pissed off is a mechanic in the game.
Oh.
Werewolf was what my lion was built off of in Grimm.
Yeah. He's a lion character in Grimm. But Godzilla, you know, you got something. Everybody got something to live up to, and that's the gods that spawned them, basically. So that's Kaiju Barn. So nobody in the party is actually evil unless their deity was pure evil, and like even Char is like he's not chaotic evil. Like chaotic evil is like playing the fucking Joker, right? You want to play that kind of character? That's a fucking murder hobo, indeed.
Right.
But you can also be a lawful good murder hobo if you're a paladin.
Mm.
If your DM takes literally what the alignments say instead of understanding the nuances to it, then you can easily become a fucking murder hobo being a paladin, because it says you destroy evil. So some people take that as you kill anybody that is evil or that has an evil that does evil, right? So
if you want to be a DM and fuck with a paladin, you run it. You have a paladin from Faerun end up in Thay.
oh yeah. Oh, buddy, that's a good way to do it right there. That's or you have a paladin from Faerun end up in the Underdark.
Yeah, I'll do it too.
Either way,
but he's
about
to be Goblin Slayer real quick if he ends up.
Yeah, yeah. It's just about to turn into Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
But I gotta get off for the night, guys.
All right, later, man.
See ya. Thanks for having me as always.
Oh yeah, man. Later.
See ya.
And then there were two. Yeah.
So yeah, been going for about 3 hours, but anyway.
Yeah.
I gotta work tomorrow, but other than that,
well, that sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem.
So I sent that one song. I don't know if you can see it, but we should just watch it real quick.
What is it?
In the Cyberpunk.
Oh, let's see.
You'll remember as soon as it plays.
I probably will. Let's see. I'm gonna see what it is first. Song, because YouTube does not like songs.
No, well, it's not like a real song. Like, it's just a song on YouTube. Yeah, you remember? Come on.
Oh shit! Oh, not
What?
tonight. Not tonight. No.
No balls.
Not tonight. No, I just want to save that one for when we're actually talking about that subject because it could happen.
Oh. I should have brought it up about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Nope. I did. I posted it back then when we were talking about it. You just didn't.
Yeah, I didn't look at it. So, but
I can't put things into the chat, so I don't have that authorization.
Oh, remind me to add you. As a mod to the channel, remind me to add you. Because I think Hell's the only one that consistently shows up, other than Boorad and Ronan, and they're always in here. So I do need somebody that can sit there and mod the channel, like if Hell's not there or something.
Hell.
Because it all depends on which program I'm using that night. Like this one, I can do everything with, but like if I'm using Streamlabs, I can't. I can read the chat, but I can't actually type in the chat unless I open up a separate window.
That's lame.
Yeah, fuck Streamlabs. Where my Ren chat?
You're rich.
No, that's what Eric said.
Yeah.
Where my Ren chat? See, now y'all got me thinking about that fucking game.
Which game?
Damn it, that one you mentioned earlier.
Oh, about the Victorian pirate and samurai.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like shit, I'll do it. I got some D20 modern shit, and I got World of Darkness.
You have every role field already.
I've got every fucking I mean, I got the core 4 right there.
Yep.
It's like D20 modern. There's a World of Darkness, which works great for that kind of shit. Guns. If you tone them down a little bit, or knock them up a little bit, because everybody's human.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, if humans would be a great woman to be, would be Nuwad.
Yeah.
Nuwad is great for humans. It's just not good for vampires or werewolves. Everything else is fine. But yeah, do that. That sounds like a fun game to do.
You got all the people for it. Be hilarious time there.
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, we got to let Crazy's like schedule clear up some. So
yeah.
first though,
Oh yeah.
I'd love to get him in a game. I'd love to get him in a game, but
hmm
definitely gotta do that at some point.
Oh yeah. That'd be a good time.
I hope we can get Crazy in L5R.
Yeah.
Like that would be fun. I think. Royce, you still in the chat? Nah, he's not.
Probably not.
I'll holler at him later.
All right. Cause yeah, we got quite a few of the people.
Yeah. I mean, if we could get one from every clan.
That's the goal. Like we
That's
got.
the goal. That's the goal. Get one from every clan
Uh-huh.
in this, and then I mean, I don't want to run a game for more than that.
Yeah.
Because that's my limit, right? That's about my limit is one for every clan.
Yeah.
But I could split anybody who like could not make it at like say on a specific day. I could actually split that between several games if I needed to.
Yeah.
You know, go to bed. Dragon Clan represent.
Great.
But yeah, if I could get one person from every clan.
Yep.
I wouldn't want anybody to be in Minor Clan or Ronin though.
No. That's the one thing. If Ronin's gonna have to accept he can't be a Ronin.
Yeah. Because the way it goes with Ronin, if you're Ronin, everybody in the clan, everybody in the game is Ronin. It's a Ronin game. That's the only way to run Ronin in this game.
Yep.
Because otherwise it doesn't work. It does not work
No.
at all without everybody being a Ronin.
No, because Ronin, people think Ronin in real life were treated bad. Rokugan.
The only way it works is if it's a member of the party already that becomes a Ronin during the game. That's the only way it works, becoming a Ronin. But then you don't have access to anything going forward with your clan.
Nope.
And that fucks you so hard. Like everybody goes Ronin and everybody's a different kind of Ronin. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're going to go Shadowlands, everybody has to be Shadowlands. You cannot. You can't. I mean, that's where Fantasy Flight fucked up is they made the Spider Clan good guys.
Yeah.
And like the Spider Clan are not good guys. They are not. They are.
Oh yeah.
They're playable in fourth edition, but they are not good guys at all.
Oh, it was at the same time too. They sit there like, what I didn't like. What are they doing about the fact that like every other clan has like centuries worth of hate for these people that have done like some horrible shit and tried to kill them?
Well, Fantasy Flight is not actually like so. First through fourth edition all have a canon.
Yeah,
they have a matching canon that all blends together and works together. It's all great. But fifth edition, which is the Fantasy Flight version, breaks this canon and reboots it, kind of. But they have the old canon, but they break it right there at the beginning. It's like fourth edition D&D, like how it kind of just shatters canon to build its own thing.
So they like spell plagued it basically.
I mean, yes, but it's like suddenly the Spider Clan are good guys, right? Like all of a sudden they are the ones who stopped the last great war in fourth edition, right?
So, but what you're saying is the writer of this of Fantasy Flight's L5R, he was a Spider Clan player in fourth edition who got murder fucked by the entire party the second he said I'm Spider Clan, and then he went and made his own book.
While 1 through 4, the history was all written by a card game.
Yeah.
Right. 4th edition was added on from that, and there was no card game during 4th edition, but it was, natural progression. And then it's kind of like the Oriental Adventures, from 3rd edition D&D, right? So they take the L5R stuff and they throw it into D&D.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's nothing. It actually has very little to do with L5R other than the clans and all that stuff. It's the same exact thing, right? It just Fantasy Flight built their own version of it, and it's no longer considered canon because of it.
The L3.5 pretty much was just Rokugan.
Yeah, it was. And it's still, that's what Oriental Adventures is.
Yeah,
that's what the Oriental Adventures is. It's still Rokugan, but you can take that stuff and you can throw it into D&D, right? It's not. One Oriental Edition is the best. Yes, 100%. But it still overly complicates an already complicated game, and it doesn't really do the third edition of the D&D stuff does not do it justice.
Yeah,
to this world, it really doesn't. This is a fantasy Japan that is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You're talking about Heroes of Horror, Eric?
He's talking about 1E Oriental Edition.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's a completely different thing. That's completely.
The 3.5 Oriental Adventures was just Rokugan, like political and everything.
Yeah, it was 100%. But like I said, you could take those and throw them into D&D and you'd be just fine.
Well, no, because that's what I'm saying. Like Oriental Adventures 3.5 was just Rokugan with 3.5 rules.
Yeah. But it was still canon. That's still canon. But Fantasy Flight, they break the system, which is already the perfect fucking system to use this with. 4E was amazing as a system. It didn't sell like as well as they thought it would. But they didn't advertise. They didn't tell people that it was. You had to special order this shit from like that was, and then they sold it to Fantasy Flight. Like, because Fantasy Flight offered them a lot of money. They also bought the Star Wars system, and they ruined it too, Which, if you wanted to, if it would have been the opposite way, and the people who made like 4th edition of L5R would have made a Star Wars game, shit, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Because it would work for a Star Wars game, right? The same fucking system would work easily for a Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Because you want sword fighting and samurai style action. That's perfect. You'd have to bump up some stuff, but it could easily be done to make that work. Especially as much damage as you do in this game, dude. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And you're one of the few people who've played with me. Did Fantasy Flight get a hold of Warhammer? Also, I don't know. Probably not. Games Workshop loves that shit.
I'd have to look and see what Dark Heresy was off of.
It may be off Fantasy Flight. I don't think so, though.
I can look. I have it over here. I just gotta get it to open.
I want to say that was like a homebrew thing that somebody made.
No, this is a core rules thing.
Well, it still could be homebrew. Like never sold. It was just made.
It was 100% pretty much sold. Oh, come on. I gotta wait for Adobe to stop working.
Yeah, see who made it. Because
I think it's Fantasy Flight. Just because you don't know about it.
It could probably work for Warhammer a lot better than it does for L5R and Star Wars. I don't know.
It was multiple books. Published by Black Industries.
Black Industries. Okay.
Well, that was this one. I got to look up the actual. That's the original edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Fantasy Flight picked it up for the
Fantasy Flight.
second.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it could work for that. It does not work for a lot of the Star Wars stuff. The reason it didn't work for Star Wars is because they took the Disney stuff and threw it in there, and it's all Imperial Age. It's there's like no spreading out for it.
Mhm.
It is 100% like they don't give you any kind of shit to work with in it. And then Rokugan, they reset the timeline. They fucked the timeline. And like I said, it's probably like what you said. It was a spider player who's like, well, now the spiders are good guys. Fuck you.
Yeah,
They saved the Empire. Like, okay, but that doesn't make sense.
He got murdered in one game just
Mhm.
immediately, and then he threw a little pissy fit, and then he became then he wrote for it.
I'm gonna say one word, and you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about
Uh-oh.
when I say this.
I'm worried.
Bruce.
Yes. Yep.
Bruce. It's a player that was like Bruce.
Yep. No, I agree.
And no, I'm not using the guy's even his real first name. We this is just what we knew him as.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 100%. That's what he would do.
Yes.
You know, like he's one of the players that got killed by the monk. Let's put it like that. He was the ringleader that got killed by the monk.
Yes.
So you will soon discover more and more and more and more stories. Like more context to the stories as we go. we will return to the same original stories and tell them, but we will have more context.
Piece by piece.
Piece by piece.
Ever consistently.
Yes.
It'll always be done. It's like,
They never fucking change until we add more context.
Yep.
But yeah, that's one of those things that can and will happen more than likely. The more y'all hang out with us, especially.
The pieces, the stories don't change. Just context actually happens.
Yeah, we will. We started off as the monk killed the entire party one time, and then we don't tell them anything else.
Yeah.
And then somebody asked for the story, so we tell them the story.
Yes.
Up until a certain point, and it ends right there. It always ends at that same point.
Yep.
Well, the party let the Warforged out of the cage.
Yep.
Well, what happened then? The monk killed the party.
Yes. Exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, what happens next? You'll find out later.
Exactly. It's
We
not really
never-
what's next that even needed to be worried about. It's what happened before that.
The more details you get about these stories, the worse they get. That is the thing. So they get worse and worse, and they just keep going downhill.
Mhm.
And you're like, Darkish, why did you let that game go on so long? Because it only takes a second, guys. It only takes a second for a game to go bad.
Yeah.
And a game can go south, go from 60 to 0 real quick. Once that second hits.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all think I'm ruffling the paint? Y'all ain't seen nothing.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't seen a goddamn. And I'm a little bit buzzed right now. I am not gonna lie. I'm a talkie right now. I'm very talky.
Did you have some special drink?
Oh yeah, I had a couple of these.
Oh
Just-
God!
I had a few of them.
Look, this is why when you come stay down here, I'm gonna introduce you to real good scotch.
Bro, I don't drink scotch. I don't drink. Period.
Then
Okay.
why are you drinking twisted tea?
Because I wanted to drink something. I wanted to be a little bit
Exactly.
mellowed out from my week, and I mean I even told a few of the players tonight, like I'm like, Kaiju Born will be the last chaotic game I run. the last game that is pure fucking chaos. Like, I'm not gonna say who I said it to. I said it, and they're like, "Why?" I'm like, "I'm sick of fucking chaos games. Like, I'm sick of it. Watching Royce and them, man, that fucking."
Oh,
I wasn't kidding when I said, "Oh, that fucking order, man."
mm-hmm.
Like, was not kidding at all. I'm like, that's how a game should be. And every game I've ever been a part of, or not every game, but most of the games end up devolving because of stupid shit. So, like, and I broke it down. I'm like, look, I don't want 5 minutes of conversation broken up by 10 minutes of OOC bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want it anymore. So, yep, I'm doing what is good for me.
I get you.
For me and my games going forward. So, yes, like Castlevania is not chaotic at all. I mean,
Yeah.
other than the castle itself. You know,
I would say
not,
yet, but
yeah. Oh, there's always a yet. That's the thing. There's always a yet. And like I said, it can change in a second. It can always change in a second.
Yep.
Even a game that you don't think will, like Frostburn, changes in a fucking second.
Yeah, we were not ready for, but they were also not ready for that one either. That one,
no.
That one went stupid crazy real for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not down with the chaos anymore.
mm-hmm.
I realize I like it less and less every game that we play, and I'm even told them, I'm like, look, this last game I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the last game we played.
Yeah.
Okage Born. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
If I see a game going south, I will end it. That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm. No, I get you. You know, there's certain.
L5R will not. You know me on L5R.
Man.
I will kill a player in a heartbeat in L5R. You disrespect that game.
I mean, I'm playing the perfect character to kill characters in
Yes.
one of those situations. So
I like L5R is one of those games where you do not disrespect it. It will disrespect you a lot harder.
Yes.
And you just don't know how quickly that game will go south for somebody real quick, because it's actually one of the few RPGs.
Yes.
The very few that has an instant kill.
Mm-hmm.
It's not 3.5. 3.5's got an instant kill. But not even World of Darkness has an instant kill for players.
I mean, it's called the Sheriff.
Well, yes. but if the sheriff comes out, or the judges come out, the Philodoxes come out in Werewolf, or whatever it is, if they come out, you have fucked up.
Yes.
But L5R, you can do everything right. And one roll, doesn't matter what level you are, your character's done.
Yes.
If that roll doesn't kill your character straight out, you have to retire. You probably have to retire that character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your character is, because healing in that game takes forever. It's not quick heals. You don't rest for a night and you got your full health back. That ain't how it works.
Yeah.
It is either you can run it like an anime, or you can run it hyper realistic. Either way, the healing in that game is really, really slow.
Yeah.
And anything can kill you. Like, that's the one game I've said that I've killed a player with a goblin. A single goblin has killed a player. Like, that doesn't happen in D&D very often.
No, you're right.
Bad rolls aside, that doesn't happen. Like, one bad roll ended a player with a goblin. So, I'm just saying that's you know, and that goblin is a staple in my games. Like it comes out in every fucking one of them.
Yeah.
Just because of that, like, because there's always that one player that wants to fight it. And if that player don't win against it, that goblin wins. And
Yeah.
you know, it I'm not gonna say it goes Goblin Slayer, but
It goes goblins.
well, minus one part of it, yes, it goes Goblin Slayer. Like that first party, every other party that fights goblins. Let's put it like that. Instead, not the first party, but every other one.
Yeah.
That tries to fight goblins. Like that's how it goes. Other than that one part, the after effect of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you fight, and it's just one goblin. It's never a party of goblins. It's just one.
Yep.
That. Oh, it won that swap, and it just rolled really amazingly.
Yep.
Exploding dice don't play.
Mm-hmm.
And like you hope that it. I mean, it depends on what clan you're part of, but sometimes retirement is not an option. Sometimes it's dishonorable to grow old and retire.
Yep.
Sometimes it's, sometimes it's the more preferable thing if you're a Scorpion.
Yeah. My favorite clan. But,
Like how do you die? One of the questions when you're making your character is, how are you going to die? And then this motherfucker right here, his answer is in a fucking duel.
Hey, leave my hobo alone.
Or in my bed, depending on which clan he's playing.
Yeah. Look, you have yet to kill me in a game.
This is true.
That is one thing. If I hold pride over one thing above all, it's the fact that you have yet to actually manage to kill any of my characters.
Yeah.
I consider that a success.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah. Let's say it's about that time though. It's about 10:30 my time, 10:30 your time.
I need to ask you a question offline, which you just once we hop off of this.
All right. But yeah, guys, we are gonna go now. This was a good stream. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah. Of course, I come on and start talking about guns.
Yeah. 3 weeks in a row. 3 fucking weeks in a row we've talked about guns.
Because I've entered.
Huh?
Just because I've entered.
Yeah.
Yep. It's good.
3 fucking weeks.
Hey, don't hate.
3 fucking weeks. All right.
All right.
Later.
Later.